Okay, big nerds. Everybody's coming in with such spicy energy today. Whether you know it or not, I'm demanding it. So let's dig in. All right.
While you were away, Lemon called Ethan Jeffrey Dahmer, so...
Oh. Well, to be fair, he's not wrong. He really does look like Dahmer. In his prime, though. In his prime.
Oh, I'm gonna become the fucking Joker.
Yeah, I just left some meat in here. I don't know why it smells so bad.
Oh, God. What do you mean my drill is on my table and it's dirty? What? All right. Let's recap. Everybody who wants to recap, show of hands.
At the same time. Everybody recap at the same time.
Yeah. Everybody
I
give
like
their
that
own.
idea.
Grix betrayed Peaches.
Oh, you know what? Let's go one at a time.
Okay.
Okay. Grix betrayed Peaches. Okay, very good. Who's next?
Ida and Anders set us off on a mission to find the Lizardfolk.
Pretty close. Who's next?
Wait, was that not right?
No, that's good. That's good. And what else?
Wyatt went to the printing press dressed as Chiselle. And
That's right.
Story print.
That's right. More glorifying story for you guys. What else happened? There's only two of you left.
Simo and Ethan. Got this.
Rocking. There was a dodgeball battle.
How did
and-
you forget that?
And we won the dodgeball battle.
Okay. Ethan?
We were told to leave Saltmarsh because the council will be handling the dealings that's happening in the city. So we were told to leave. I don't know. That's all I got.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That was a pretty niche
I
detail.
became the Frog King.
Yeah, that was a pretty big one.
The frog told us to hop on.
I'll be
I'm
honest.
riding a frog right now.
As a squad. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, Ethan. I would have probably left that out in my recap because I wouldn't have remembered it off the top of my head. I need music, Lemon. Hit me with something spicy. Excuse me.
Spicy?
Just something good. I don't know, something that feels good. My mood and the session, as a result, goes along with the music that you choose. So if you choose something that's like slow and mysterious, like it doesn't matter what I had planned. That's the way the session's gonna go. So you're dictating the mood here. You're in control.
Just go. Just go.
Okay.
Give me a second.
The last thing you guys did was basically Feyorn became the king of these frogs. And that's just what it is now. The old king is dead, chewed up, and a floating corpse now laying in the water, waiting to become bloated and become the next dodgeball. And that's what you guys are doing. I'm pretty sure Feyorn is on the frog, so let's put him there. I know you got off the frog, I think, near the end. But yeah, you're kind of just debating what to do at this point. I will say you're still surrounded. Oh, let's check out your music. You're still surrounded by, these different frog creatures that are just kind of blinking and staring at Feyorn, kind of like optimistically, hoping he's going to do something cool. So let's see. Feyorn, you are being worshipped by these frogs, and they're watching your every move at current moment. What do you do about this? You want me to come back to
guys? No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Guys, I don't know if they will. I think I'm their king now, and it doesn't seem like they want me to leave.
Have we tried leaving though? We could just try.
Well, they're kind of gesturing for me to get back on the toad.
Maybe they'll follow us if you stay on the toad.
Okay. Uh-oh. Frank.
What?
Who rolled?
That
Oh,
one.
no,
I also heard that.
that's weird. I'll get back up onto the toad.
Okay.
And I'll try and I'll point north to see if the toad goes north. I'll like tap it on its head.
Okay. And it just kind of like looks up at you, like all cross-eyed, and it just kind of slowly starts hopping its way with you on its back up north.
I think it's working. Which way do we need to go?
You're headed the right way.
Oh, okay.
So we are no longer taking a clandestine approach. We are full force ahead with our frog troops. King Feyorn.
All right. I guess that's a good point. Maybe we don't want to roll up with an army.
Maybe we could find someone to translate for us to the frogs and then try and get them to head back or something. I don't know.
I don't want to stop my liege, I don't want to stop you, but I just want to we are no longer taking a clandestine approach. That's what I'm getting at. And I'm here for it.
I wonder if maybe we can be a little more subtle. I'm gonna slide off the toad again.
Okay. And they all like every time you get off, the reaction from all the frogs is they're kind of like they slowly like trail after you too as you start heading on the toad. But when you slide off, they all kind of like they almost do like a pearl clutching like
Mm.
and then they just kind of like wait for you to act.
It's scandalous.
I'm gonna point at all the little toads and point in front of me, like I'm drawing a line, to try
Okay.
and make them line up in front of me. I'll stand over here.
You point to the toads, and then you point like in a line.
In a line in front of me, like, you know.
Okay. They they kind of you know what? Actually, let's do a check here. Let's see how well this lands. Let's just do a performance check.
Okay. Give me a second. Let me make this allow performance. Okay. It's a 5.
5. Okay. So they all just kind of slowly start making their way up. And they kind of get to the end of like you're just pointing with your finger. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So they all just kind of like come up to you and like hop over and they just like stare at the end of your finger. Like they just crowd around your finger and they just like look at your fingernail basically.
Is there one that looks, I don't know how to describe this.
Distinguished, like different.
Distinguished, different, intelligent, more intelligent, you know, one that stands out of the crowd.
Well, there's the one that was like kind of
That
the
navigating
advisor.
us?
There was the advisor that seems,
okay.
you know, maybe if there was any ranking, you know, he was the one who got closest to the king. It seemed like.
Okay.
I'll say he's the one right at the top of the pack there.
I'll point to him.
Okay.
This is so hard without communication.
Uh-huh.
Can I I'm gonna pick up a stick off the ground. If I can find one. That's
Very
right.
easily.
Okay.
Also holding like.
Don't you have
very
the
crude
staff?
Spears.
Sorry?
Don't you have the staff?
I think I have the staff too. Yeah. And they're holding spears, right?
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good point. I'm not going to pick up the stick. Sorry. I'm going to point to the one that was the second in command. And I'm going to gesture like his... He's holding his stick. I want him to give it to me. So,
Okay.
I'll just point at his stick and then I'll put my hands out.
Okay. Okay. He just gives it to you.
Okay.
He understands.
And I'm going to cast Druidcraft on it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make, or I'm gonna try to make like leaves grow on it or whatever can grow on it. So I'll hand you the spell. Oh Jesus! Sorry, we're just getting back into it. There you go. Did that work?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you kind of,
Or is
try
it
to make
Yeah.
something grow out of this thing. And I'll say some like foliage comes out and a couple of pink, like almost looking like lotus flowers come out of different parts of it. And they all just like lose their collective minds when they see this happen. Like a few of them like drop to their knees and start like bowing to you. There's two of them that are just like, they just look like they're stunned. They like drop their spears instinctually and like they're in total awe.
And I'm gonna look over to Milo because he's the closest one to me. And be like, I'm trying to tell them that this one will be my right-hand man, so he'll be taking my place while I'm gone. A little hard to convey, though.
Why don't we just bring him along?
You want
I
to bring
have
him
an
all?
idea.
Why not? Could use the help. Maybe they're even fighting Lizardfolk. How do you know that?
I have an idea.
Was it Peaches?
What if we made him like a little non-magical crown that's like smaller than yours? Almost like, how a queen wears something big and then a princess wears something like tiny. They still have power, but, put that on him and make him stay?
A tiara.
Well, I
Sort of, yeah.
was hoping, to do something similar with the staff, but I guess the crown would be more
Well, I
symbolic.
mean, do both, really.
Or we could bring him along.
Well, if we get into a fight, we don't want to,
They might
end
be
more
more of a
lives.
hindrance than anything.
They only have sticks that they sharpened with rocks, I think. I don't think they're going to be much help.
It's better than no help. We got a lizard
They're not subtle, though.
army of lizards that we got to take care of, and they know the terrain better than anybody. They eat,
And
sleep, poo in these swamps.
in worst case scenario, they're cannon fodder.
I mean, I hope it
We
doesn't
can
come to
use them as a
that.
distraction.
The Lizardfolk will
if we
kill
need
them.
to.
I just think
Since
making a
who's just gonna kill
little.
us?
I just think making the little tiaras can be past their intelligence. But
Well, if we
bringing
bring
them to-
them, then we lose the element of surprise, so...
really, I think they'd be more stealthy than us. They're frogs, and they know how to use the marsh. We
What
can
about this
barely
one?
make it through these little islands.
Well, we have a boat now, and a frog.
Maybe we could.
Let's
use.
try it right now.
The lizard
to
folk
convey-
are not going to wait. So please, King Feyorn,
I don't
either
mean wait.
choose to bring your frogs with us or appoint one of them king and let's move on. Choose.
I was gonna say we could bring
The
them with
lizard
us.
folk will not wait for you, Feyorn.
We
I was gonna
could
say-
try.
We
Sorry.
could bring them with us, and maybe use it as an intimidation.
Well,
Or-
then
or-
hop on your trusty steed and let's move on.
Let's test their ability to be stealthy on the way there, and then if we have to back out of the decision, we can.
And how do we test our stealth ability?
We tried to convey right now how we would do it if we were there. Get them to, and slink down or whatever. I don't know.
Feyorn can barely communicate with them as it is. I think I'm gonna have a seat in the boat, and we're gonna kick our jets and be done with these lizards. I'm with Milo on this one.
Are we going up there to fight or to talk?
What do you think,
Yes.
Feyorn?
I was hoping to talk.
You want to talk some lizards?
You want to talk to a full company of lizards? Full war band of lizards that are ready to fight and are bloodthirsty? You think talking to them is going to go well?
I think
I
I'd
mean, they're
rather
not-
talk
they
to them
can't be
than
all
fight
bad.
them.
They're all bad. There's no doubt about it.
I've
Like,
never met
what
one.
Grix just described is quite intimidating.
Actually.
So I'd rather face that group and talk to them than face that group and fight them, if I had a choice. If it goes to a fight or a battle, so be it, but maybe it's worth it to try and infiltrate first.
Well, I mean, let's start heading there, and I guess we can figure it out once we get there. We can talk on the way. Maybe I can try
Okay.
and communicate.
August
Along
said we're
the
about
way.
30 minutes out.
Are we bringing your company, King Feyorn?
I guess so.
And let's move.
I have a DM.
Yeah.
Can you update my token, please?
DM, are you still here?
With what?
I literally sent it to you on Discord like last week.
Oh, okay.
And it just, I'm like, okay, maybe just wait until next week. And then next week is here.
Okay, I got you. Okay,
You
so
gotta bug him.
Feyorn, it sounds like you're kind of the decision maker here. So what are you guys doing? What are you doing with these guys?
I'm gonna make him go north.
All right.
I'm gonna make him follow me.
So you're hopping on the
Winter is coming.
the
Winter's
frog.
coming. Yeah.
Okay.
Now-
Okay.
How do these frogs move, Phrank?
So I'll say that. So if he hops back on, they, the main toad, like whoever said it earlier about them navigating a little bit more stealthily, they do seem to kind of navigate the bumps and the sloshes through the water pretty smoothly. Like anywhere there's like a little bit of a pond, they'll either like do a quick little swim through it or whatever. So, but they don't move necessarily in a formation. They kind of just weave in and out of the trees just haphazardly, but they don't make a ton of noise. I will say as well, just to add to this, as you start like moving forward, and let's say you leave this first little island here in this marsh, as this troop is headed off and like the rest of you are kind of like trailing behind a bit, you hear a little bit of a splash as another frog reveals himself. But he's a big daddy, and he's about
Oh my.
7 feet tall, dressed very similarly to the other ones. And he carries what is essentially like a small tree trunk as his spear. And he just as smoothly as the other frogs, he just like keeps his eyes on the king. And if there was a perception check last time that if you would have passed, you would have seen his eyes sticking out of the water, but you did not. And so he just trails behind as well. And you've just got this troop moving.
I would hand back that spear to that one frog as well.
Okay. And he is very grateful to receive his new leafy, flowery spear.
Who invited the big guy? We might need these guys to fight the Lizardfolk. It's like we just got some, a little bit of advantage on our side, guys.
Okay, so you move forward, I guess, with your new little army. And you said, was there something you're trying to test their like stealthiness or something along the way? You guys were talking about that?
I suggested it, but nobody went for it.
Well,
Okay.
I guess on the way up, maybe I'll try and see what I can do. Maybe, trying to make them be quiet. Like, yeah. I don't know how to do this.
Okay,
Your sign language. I'm just going to maybe like, if I look at them and I'll just be like, lower my hand down and kind of do this, see if they understand.
Okay, I'm sorry. I need to be looking at you when you say do this. What are you doing?
Oh, sorry. I'm like putting
Okay.
my hand up like this and then also like lower down.
Okay. Give me a performance check here on this one too.
Nat 20.
I will also follow Feyorn's lead with that and kind of do it myself too.
To like
And
help.
if-
Okay.
Hopefully maybe that gives him advantage.
Okay, I'm gonna let you roll as well. You're just gonna be rolling at disadvantage because he's the king and you are not. So they're more inclined to be listening to him. But you can give it a go and see where we land on that. Okay. Okay, so with a 10 and an 8, I'll say about half the troop get the memo, and they kind of just like put their little greasy finger up to their face and they start moving with their finger up. The rest of them, they start like making noises on their finger, like fart noises and like blah, 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 blah. Like they just start doing weird shit.
The fucking Three
move along.
Stooges.
I mean, isn't that what we are? Except
True.
for 5 of us.
Okay.
As we're moving to Wyatt, is there a chance that you could do that thing that you do into a Lizardfolk to maybe see how these frog warriors react? 'Cause what if they're friendly to the Lizardfolk and we're walking into a trap?
I'd love to, Milo, but I feel a little uncomfortable doing so in front of y'all.
Okay, very well. We'll just get into it.
Maybe I can change my face and just look at one.
You can do it.
If you as a DM will allow me to kind of like look away, and then just as I turn back, like my head is just a lizard head, but the rest of my body remains the same.
You can do whatever you want, brother. Okay. So, like, are you going to do it to just the whole group, or are you going to try to, like, just do it to one of them sneakily? Like,
Yeah,
What do
I'm
you-
going to try to do it to just one.
okay. So I'll say you, like, sneak up to one at the back of the pack. The way I'm envisioning you guys traveling is, like, Feyorn on his toad is kind of leading the way. The pack of frogs is behind them, and then you're kind of trailing behind them as a group. So you kind of, like, walk up to one of them at the back of the pack. You just kind of like turn your head and then whip it back around, and you've got your Lizardfolk face on. And the very clear reaction from the frog at the back is just sheer fear. He like instantly like kind of freezes up, and the rest of the troop just keeps walking without him. And then he like stares at you up and down, and he just seems panicked. You see he's like breathing heavier. If you had the ability to decipher frog piss, you would smell frog piss as well.
Okay. I didn't need to know that.
Can we roll for that?
I will
It's only in the metagame right now.
I'll just kind of like, I don't know, I'm just gonna fuck with the frog a little bit, to be honest.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like you know how like parents do this thing with their kids where they like swipe, and I'm just gonna swipe and my head's gonna go back to normal.
So he kind of is just frozen in fear. You swipe back, and he just like, you see him like kind of go woozy for a second, and then he like snaps to and sees you and just gives you like a death stare, and then quickly like hops back up to his little troop.
I'll kind of catch up with Milo. Well, I don't think you got much to worry about. They are... That frog pissed himself.
I don't know if that's any better or any worse than if they were siding with the Lizardfolk.
I think it's better. I think it's better. Well, if they were siding with them, they would turn on us the moment. But if our loyal liege is so kind enough to command these folk, well, maybe we'll make fighter out of them yet.
I just hope they don't get in the way, and I'll just keep going.
Okay. You guys head yourselves north, carrying on towards the coast. The smell of the sea starts washing over you and covering up some of the sulfur smell that is in the air from the swamp. And you come forward to this. It's a little bit tough to describe. It's basically like a huge piece of raised swampland that is clearly some sort of like rock formation. Looks like it's about 20-30 feet tall in some of the higher parts, and the land kind of dips down towards the face of the rock. And as you guys start approaching this thing, Akis slows you all down and just says, this is exactly what they described. I think this is it. The entrance to this thing has to be somewhere on this rock face. So prepare yourselves for what's to come.
Did you ever think you'd actually be here?
I mean, I did, but not under these circumstances. I'd much rather approach with this group than the group I was with.
August, do you know if they live above ground or below ground?
I think they live in that rock.
So realistically, I could probably fly around to try and get a vantage point and not, give us away.
You could do that. Take a look. From what I understand, there is an entrance on this side and there's an entrance on the sea side.
Do you guys want me to scout ahead?
I'm already Tracer.
I don't think it would be a bad idea.
If you can do so safely.
And not get spotted.
All right. Okay, I will be back, and I'm gonna take off flying. Try and get a bird's eye view, see down to maybe where the entrances are.
Don't you mean a peach's eye view?
I mean,
A what?
a peach's eye view.
She said bird's eye, and you're a bird.
Yeah.
You're a kenku.
It's the only...
No shit. Wait, no, Kenku can't fly.
That's not canon. Not in my world. Okay,
Well,
so I'll say you fly over this. Oh god, where did I put it? You fly over this kind of like hill, we'll call it, and the structure of this thing is essentially it's very well hidden by the fact that there's just all kinds of growth on top of it: moss, grass, mud, trees, vines. It's basically just looks like a grassy hill, but you know because you approached it that as that land dipped down, it's clearly some sort of mountain made out of rock. As you fly over top, you can see first of all there's the sea breaks off into a river that kind of encases this thing, and as you guys were going through the marsh, you may not have even noticed that one of the little paths of water that you crossed over from this height you can see was actually a river that runs around the entirety of this mountain. If you fly all the way past, you can see that there's a kind of cut into the land that flows the ocean water straight into what is essentially like a water cave, very similar to the one that was at the haunted house, but it's much more pronounced. Like there's a very large opening that goes into the cave. If you were to peek in a little bit, just from overhead, you can see that there is it almost turns into like more marshland, like there's grasses and things growing in just inside that water. Outside of that, I think I described it as about 30 feet tall. I'm going to correct myself, it's about 8 feet tall at the highest point. Okay. Is there anything else you would like to know?
Can I see like either like an opening, not an opening, but like an area that's like sparse of vegetation, or even more so full of vegetation to try and like hide an entrance from our side?
For sure. So I probably could have described this. I thought I had earlier. I'll say that the direction you're heading from, and I'll say you're about 200 feet away from the rock face. You can very clearly see that there's a cave opening basically directly where you're headed, maybe
Gotcha.
off by about 20 feet, but you're pretty much headed straight at it.
Do I see any scouts?
Give me a perception check.
Harder the die, harder the die, harder the die. Ooh.
Very good time for a nat 20. You can see that there are you can see something pretty big on the ocean side entrance. On your side's entrance, first of all, I'll say that you can see that pretty much all the way around the rock face, there's nothing. You don't see any movement, nothing. On the cave entry side, you can actually see hiding, one tucked behind it, mushroom growth. There's another one, and they are very, very well hidden. You just barely spot them.
Now that I know they're there, can I tell whether or not they're alerted to the group's presence?
I'll say on your nat 20, they are not. They're far enough away into the tree line. They're not spotted.
Okay. I'm gonna land and relay that with the like direction and areas. There's 2 scouts watching the area. One's behind like a big mushroom, the other one's kind of behind a tree, but they're both near the cave entrance. Hi. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Will the big frogs fit in the cave entrance?
Yes.
Well, gang, how are we gonna skin this pig?
Did anybody want to try speaking to the creatures?
Only Akis can translate for us.
Yeah. And how would it look if we were to walk up with our current company? We have a giant frog carrying a literal tree in the shape of a spear. I'm just saying it might not look the best.
I guess I just gave it as a faux option. There's no speaking to these creatures.
Do we really want to speak with these creatures, or are we here to deal with them, so to speak?
I mean, I wouldn't mind speaking with them. I know you seem to hate them, but they can't all be that bad.
I'm gonna look at Milo and just like raise my eyebrows and just give him like the side eye. And
these creatures would be best eradicated off of the face of our planet.
Hey, Feyorn. Remember what happened on the ship? That's what we need to do with these Lizardfolk. Right, Milo? Right, Wyatt?
I think you guys might be forgetting an important piece of the detail. The lizard folk that were on that ship, I'm pretty sure they're going to remember what we look like, or at least what Grix looks like. And they're going to remember what happened back on that pirate ship. And they're going to give one look up and down if we start a conversation. You know what they're going to say? They're going to say, my spear wants to talk to you real quick. Do you have a moment? And that's what's going to happen. I don't want Grix to be at the end of a skewer. I'd rather a lizard be at the end of a skewer.
Thanks. Thank you, Wyatt. I appreciate that.
So, I mean, what is our plan here? Because I thought, are we supposed to deal with the entire lizard people army?
I think
is that what we came here to do?
I think we assemble your froglings, and we let them do what they do best, and we just provide support for them. We let them go in first, and we just kind of, help them out. You lead the charge with your newfound steed, and we come in we follow in from behind and help you out. Maybe. I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen, really?
I mean,
maybe Feyorn, if you want.
People could die.
Yeah, it's true. Maybe you could turn into something small and have a look inside, see what we're dealing with. I don't know if your frog.
I mean, I can.
Your frog folk would like that too much. Their king leaving them behind.
Are the frogs, do they know where they're at? Do they know this area? Are they kind of scared?
I will say that actually, you know what, give me an insight check. Let's find out.
Find out, baby. Sorry, I accidentally closed my tab. It's an idiot.
That's illegal.
I agree with your statement there, Lemon.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Try. Insights.
Yes. Okay, sorry, I was just making sure my kid was asleep. 11. Okay. I'll say that on an 11, whatever hesitation, like you feel a little bit of hesitation in the frogs themselves as they kind of trail a little bit further behind you. But they seem to have that overridden by the fact that they're just following you.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
Hear me out.
okay.
I just popped into my head. What if? And I'm gonna like grab a little stick, and like on the ground I'll draw like a little map of like the cave. And I'm like, okay, so we have the one entrance for the water, and we have the one entrance that's right in front of us. What if you lead you and your frog people to the water side, and the rest of us go into the front, kind of pincer attack, and go in. You know, we go, you know, head and back, head and butt. You know, going on both ends.
I mean, I like the idea. It's very creative. I just don't want, you know, these guys are innocent. They're not a part of this. They don't need to die.
Well, they're a part of it now. You're leading them. You led them this far. What's the big deal? The next step. Just to catch Meg up real quick. We're devising a plan currently on how we're going to deal with this. The current idea that I just shot out there is do a pincer attack. Lemon brings in his frog people, or I guess Feyorn brings him and his frog people to the water side, and we push the front cave entrance. Just to catch you up real quick.
I mean, when you said I saw something big on the water side, Brent,
Yeah.
what do you mean by that? A creature?
Yes.
Did I get any idea of what it could have been?
I will say that the majority of its body was buried in this kind of like the grass and like the swampy marsh. So it was mostly underwater, but you could see like the cresting of its back above the water.
Was
And
it scaly?
It was scaly.
They have protection on that side from something very large. I couldn't see exactly what it was. It was scaly and kind of mostly hidden, but I don't know how they would fare against something like that.
So,
Is that would I recognize like what she's kind of describing?
I'm not gonna make you roll for it because you wouldn't know.
Okay. Yeah, I had to ask.
It's a bit of a vague, like even what she saw was a bit too vague for her to kind of make out. It's just a big scaly thing.
Okay. Well, like I said, so if we can't go in from the water, then we just got to do frontal attack, leaving the back wide open for them to run away and escape potentially. So, what do we want to do?
So I'm just gonna bump you guys forward while you have this conversation, so you can see what you're looking at. And you're like further in the tree line than where you're actually at on this.
okay.
And this is the cave entrance, correct?
Yes.
And Peaches would have relayed that there are folk out front here.
Yeah. So this tree up here is where one's hiding, and then this mushroom down here on the other side, this little mushroom growth.
Well, the longer we wait, the more time they have to prepare for whatever it is that they are doing. Now, Feyorn, I understand the stance that you are taking, and so once more, the decision is yours. You either utilize the frog folk and they help us, or you promote one of them to king and you send them on their way. Either way, we need to deal with the threat inside, and we need to do it sooner rather than later.
And we're not going to
What would you
get
like
any
to
more help than what we have now.
You're muted.
Can't hear you, Peach.
I'll turn to the toads and or the frogs, and I'll point to the direction of the encampment.
Okay.
And then I'll just kind of I'll raise my quarterstaff. Like do like this. And see if they react. I want to see if they're willing.
Okay.
Well, I mean I'm king, so you know. But
Okay. Give me a charisma check.
charisma.
You're very charismatic, Feyorn.
It's gonna be a nat. Oh
Ooh, dirty 20.
my god. It's a dirty 20.
After one collective they all just kind of like shakily raise their staff or their spears, and they all kind of like take a breath, see you raising yours, and then they get this look of determination on their face, and they all raise their staffs in the air, and they like kind of like point forward, and then they just look at you waiting for movement.
Well, it looks like they're in. But
Can you restart your stream real quick? I apologize. I just can't.
Who, me?
That's not. It just cutting out.
Wait,
Alright.
is it? Do you see it now?
There we go.
Do you want me to restart it?
You're good.
Okay.
While you guys were on ship, was anybody able to notice a difference in the way the lizard folk look? Maybe you, Aukis. Are you familiar with what separates the leaders from the commons?
They seem to have some sort of internal ranking system, but if they were on that ship, they were certainly not outranking one another. I don't think that the leaders, especially at this time, have left that cave in a while. They do have a queen, and I overheard some sort of bickering about factions within the cave itself. But as far as I know, they have a queen.
So, King Feyorn, we send the frogs in, allow the frogs to create chaos. In the midst... Go ahead.
I think I need to go with them.
Of course, we will follow
Okay.
the frogs, and you can ride your trusty steed to battle as a champion would. Champion of the frogs. We all, obviously, will join the frogs, and in the chaos, try your best to decipher any bit of leadership, anybody who seems like they may be higher up on the totem pole or the pedestal, whether that be faction to faction or just overall. And we aim to take them down first. Much like anything, without leadership, this whole operation will come crumbling down.
Should we
I like
do
that idea.
Should we do something about the scouts?
We could try to take them out before we rush in. You and your frog people stay here. 4 of us, 5 of us go and try to take them out without getting spotted.
Or we could just rush in. It was just a thought.
Well, all in favor of rushing in. Say aye.
I
Aye.
Aye.
also. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, aye, and.
Well, I saw this movie 300, and you know it gets pretty hard to go in through narrow. No, I'm just kidding.
King Feyorn,
Mhm.
Put them into the.
could I ride with you into battle?
I don't know if they'll like that, but you can certainly try.
I want to
And-
try to climb up and then like just have my hand, like one hand, like holding Feyorn's shoulder as like while I'm standing, whatever.
Sure.
Use him as like a steady point, as a mounting surface, basically.
Okay. So as you approach the large toad, and you kind of like walk up to it, all the other little frogs and the big one, they all just kind of like look at you, and then they look to Feyorn, and then they look back at you. And as you get on this thing, they just just have this questioning look to Feyorn. Like, are you really gonna let him do this? The toad doesn't care. It feels you getting on. It doesn't care.
I'm gonna reach out my hand to help Grix up.
Okay. One of the toads just kind of like lets out this weird just blurts it out, and then the toad next to it, or the frog next to him, just like smacks him in the mouth, and then like does this towards you, Feyorn, and then he like pinches his mouth shut, and they all kind of calmly allow Grix to get on the toad. I'll move this out of the way here.
Feyorn, you should hype him up before we ride in. Just before we charge in.
I think they're pretty hype.
Get them all riled up.
I don't know how to do that.
I don't know, like
You,
pound your
you've
chest.
seen
or
Lord of the
something.
Rings, right? You know the fields of Pelennor?
Just pound your chest. Just,
Oh, what's Lord of the Rings?
It's a really good play.
Riders Rohan. I'll look to the rest of the group in, making sure everyone's ready. And I'll just raise my staff and then just point towards the cave so that the big toad knows where to go. Even though we're not charging because he's super slow, but...
Yeah. And he plops along. And as you make your way, I'll just say you're charging in. You make your way up towards the water, and kind of to your advantage, it seems like the toad, once it gets to the water, it just like instinctually like goes in the water and starts swimming forward, and it seems to swim quite a bit faster as the weight on its back is relieved a bit, and it just starts swimming forward. The rest of the toads, they kind of like become a little bit more tactical, and they also join, just kind of flanking you on either side. I'm going to give this moment. Now, you're not going to get like any surprise rounds or anything like that because they're obviously going to see you. But I'm going to give this moment to allow everybody else to position themselves as these frogs are kind of diving in the water. I'll say that Toad makes it to here, these frogs here, and everybody else is like up here.
Dang it. Okay.
Actually, I'll say boys up front.
I'm gonna grab a water real quick before the shit show starts.
Sure.
Are Feyorn and the frogs swimming directly for the entrance?
Yeah.
You guys are just looking to get into the cave?
I thought that's what we were doing. We were up.
Okay, then we are on the same page. As they would have taken off, I would have held back Kiss, Wyatt, and Peaches.
Okay.
I just been like, hold. And as the frogs breach the cave and the scouts come out to kind of chase the frogs,
Yep.
I would like to then have us usher forward to kind of get the jump on those scouts that jumped out on the frogs.
Perfect. Okay, so this is what I'll say. You guys, if that's the plan, you guys make it all the way up here. Now with Grix and Feyorn, you're kind of like riding like half in the water. Half your bodies are in the water, as the toad is like cognizant that you guys are not actually frogs. You can't stay underwater that long, so they keep you above water. As a result, what happens is these lizardfolk come out, spears in hand, and they reveal themselves and immediately start this like hissing war cry, and they just start things off by throwing some spears in your direction. They're both aiming for the guy in front, which is going to be Feyorn. The rest of you, I'll say this, there's kind of like a surprise round for you guys kind of holding back a little bit, but it's going to happen at the same time. So the only people not getting a surprise round are the kind of leading party. Let me position you guys.
Sorry, leading party.
Yeah.
Before, like, as Milo stops us from going forward, Peaches is gonna look at him, grab his arm, and go, "Do you want to get up close?"
Yeah.
All right. And when he says to go, I'm gonna scoop him underneath the arms and fly him like as fast as I can, full dash, and throw him at the fucking lizard.
Okay, which one?
Say the mushroom,
What's that? There? Okay.
the mushroom lizard.
Okay. So bear in mind, both of them are on a little bit of higher ground than obviously the water there. I'll say they're about 15 feet higher up. So you can grab him. You'll fly over. Now I'll say that's kind of like the surprise here for you guys. Wyatt, what are you gonna do? Just so I can load all this up.
I'm just gonna shoot from behind.
Okay, perfect.
Keep my place.
Okay. So spears heading in. Let's get you guys rolled into combat here. I know there's going to be quite a bit of stuff to punch in.
Just a bit, right? Just a little bit.
It's just 4 things. Okay, so if you guys can put yourselves into combat, that'd be lovely. Just roll your initiative in.
Did Milo not get? I know that like it's up at a higher whatever, but would he be able to get an attack if I'm, he's just waiting for me to drop him, kind of a thing?
I'm going to say you getting him there is going to be the surprise. Like, I'm not going to say you get him there and then immediately after he gets an attack. I just think the timing on that's going to be off. But you can get him there, no problem. So that's like your surprise round that's happening with these. Okay, so Lizardfolk are going to start things off with throwing a couple of spears. So Mr. Feyorn, they're both coming at you.
Oh.
And the first one's going to roll.
Grix and use them as a shield. No. No, it's okay.
The first one's going to roll a dirty 20 to hit, and the second one's going to roll a 17 to hit.
Those both hit.
They both hit? Okay. The first one's doing... Oh, they actually both do minimum damage. They both do 3 piercing damage. So, 3 piercing from either side. The spears come in, chop up your shoulders, and things start banging off. Peaches, you fly
Let's fucking go.
over. Wyatt, you're going to be the only other one who gets a little bit of a surprise here.
Okay, so let me know when I gotta roll.
You got it right now.
Okay. How is a 22 to hit?
Which one are you rolling for?
Really?
I'm gonna shoot the one that's
sorry,
not contested by the party that flew over there
Sure.
to kick their butt.
That's going to hit.
Is my D10? I don't remember.
Bullywugs.
So that's going to be.
6 looks like you walked out of the Muppets Christmas Carol.
Oh, thank you.
It's gonna be 7, I think, force damage and then 2 cold damage.
In total?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Okay, perfect. So that comes rushing out, smashes into him, and you can see he's totally caught off guard by this. He had no idea that you were back there. And it almost blows him over.
Nice.
All right. So starting things off, all the frogs, they're going to get their little turn to start things off here. And from the water, they all come up, they take their shitty little spears, and they're all hucking them. So let's just roll a bunch. Oh, there's a crit in there.
I one time downloaded a mobile game because they advertised a little frog warrior. It was false advertisement, but
Yeah.
I wanted to play Little Frog Warrior.
Okay.
Welcome to mobile games.
Maybe I'll make that as my next character.
Hell yeah, grung baby, grung.
So one on the left gets hit
He's a
twice,
bullywug.
one of which is a crit. So he's going to take a whopping 6 damage from one spear and 3 from the other. So 9 damage in total. Oh my god. There we go. The other one only gets hit once. And he gets hit for damage. Okay, so a little blast from a... Oops. A little bit of a blast from Wyatt, and then a spear in the face to kick things off. Next is going to be the Lizardfolk, who get to react to all of this. And they are the one that's right up top here with Peaches. All this kind of information hitting him all at once. He's going to opt to run into the cave. So he's going to dash.
Uh-oh.
So hops down off of his little perch. And he dashes in. Milo, because you're beside him, you do get the opportunity
Okay.
attack if you'd like.
Love that. Ice tray. Oh, same thing. That is going to be a 12 to hit.
A 12?
Yes.
Okay, that will miss. So you
Okay.
swing out at him, and he clangs his shield off of your weapon and just dives down into the cave. The other one is going to pick up a secondary spear, and he's going to start hucking it down. Let's just see who he's going to want to hit. He's going to try to hit Feyorn again. It's time for an 18. Feyorn, he's going to, switching it up. He's going to do max damage this time. He end up doing 8 piercing damage.
Wow. Of course.
Gets a super huge hit, and then immediately runs up and tucks behind the tree. So he's gonna have some cover to work with. Next is gonna be our big fat guy, he's gonna look to Feyorn for what to do. He looks back, he looks to the one running, he looks to the one behind the tree, and looks to you, Feyorn, before acting.
I guess the one that's close. I'll look to the one that's closest and point to that one. This guy up here.
Okay. So you see him kind of crunch down, and then he just leaps from in the water all the way up to this tree thing. And you don't even see the lizard folk. You just see him take this giant branch and just stab it behind the tree. And let's see if he hits. Oh. And you just hear this loud crunching sound. That's all you hear. Okay, next is you, Feyorn.
Okay. I'm a little hurt, but other than that, I'll pull the spears out of me. The 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try and guiding bolt the one that's running away.
You got the range for it?
It's 120 feet.
Okay, you have the range for it. Okay, go ahead.
So I believe I do this. Oh my goodness, that was almost a 16. Motherfucker. Well.
So you see your bolt lights up the cave as it travels, and he just deflects it with his shield again. It's a very aware lizard folk.
I guess I'm going to take some movement into the cave.
You're hopping. Okay. I will say if you want to use the frog's move, the toad, you can do that.
What do you mean?
Or you can hop on. You're on the toad, so you can use the toad, or you can not use the toad. It's up to you. You can hop off if you want.
I'll use the toad. Why not? I'm on the toad.
Okay.
So wherever. Oh, sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna drag it back.
For a ride now, baby.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, Ethan's on it too, so we're both going.
We gang shit, baby.
Okay, so that's where you would get to. I'm going to put you in the toad. You can, however, choose to use the toad's action to dash and get even closer, but it won't have an action on its turn.
He has his tongue thing. How far is the reach?
It's not 30 feet.
Ah, damn.
Oh.
I tried. Gotta try.
I know.
Grix is still with me.
He's still with you.
So
You're gonna throw me?
No. I'll just end it here. I'll end it here.
End it here. Okay, and you let that. Okay. Grix, you're up.
Yep, I'm going to be casting classic firebolt at the Lizardfolk.
That's a classic.
Yes, sir.
You're still firebolty?
Yes, sir. I don't know what that is.
Nice.
Ooh, there's a 23 hit, baby.
It does. It does.
All right, time to roll some Damaggio.
Damagino.
Let's go, baby. Huge damage.
Two?
Hell yeah.
2 damage. Woo!
Okay. So you burn up the back of his neck, and that little kind of flared scale you see just burns. You burn a giant notch in it. And he looks back and hisses at you all pissed, but he still wants to run. So, anything else?
That is it for their little old Grixie poo.
Okay. Our friend the giant toad here is going to... He is going to jump. Whoop.
Oh, wait. Oh no!
Yeah.
Why am I getting close? No. Wait, is Feyorn's with me, right?
Yeah.
Is okay,
You're
I
all-
just don't see his token.
And he is going to attempt to get a little bite out of this running lizard folk. Oh, he barely hits. He barely hits. He hits for minimum damage. He rolled a 1. He hits for 3 whole damage. So he takes a little gummy bite, gets like 1 tooth into him, one of his tiny little embedded teeth. That's all he's got in the tank. Milo, it's up to you.
Okay, so what is the nomenclature of this cave? Is this like a drop off right here, or what's going on?
Yes. So the actual full structure of the cave is basically where it's darkened. You are on like a raised platform that drops into the cave.
Okay. I'm just going to step up to the edge here, I guess, as best I can. And I'm gonna pull out the from under longbow, the one that we found from under the bed back in the mansion, and I'm
Yes.
just gonna fucking fire an arrow at this lizard folk.
Good luck.
Please,
Heard the die, heard the
15 to hit. 15.
15 hits.
Okay. Thank fucking God. 1d8. One damage.
One
1 damage.
1 damage.
1 damage.
What?
It's like, why is that number even on the die?
Okay,
That's so disrespectful.
so he is taking a volley of beating, but none of it really piercing that deep. Anything else from you, Milo?
Stop him! And then on my turn.
Okay. Wyatt.
I don't see where his guy went, right?
Well, you saw him jump off and run into the cave.
Run into the
But-
cave.
Yeah, but
There's
this,
another
this
guy still being chased, right?
yeah, you can. I'll say from your angle, you can see him behind the tree, and you're the only one who can tell that big boy frog actually missed the spear. he
Yeah,
had
we
to-
all could tell by the we all could tell by the way that you were fucking smiling, Frank. Yeah, we all could tell.
Okay, I'm gonna just try to take a shot at this other guy running, because everyone's focused the other direction. So
Okay, he's gonna have a little bit of cover. He's gonna have from your angle. I'm gonna say he has quarter cover just within the branches.
13 to hit.
Does not hit. I will say though, at the very least, on a 13, it'll kind of blow back a bunch of the branches and kind of break them off. So from your angle, if you get another shot from here, no cover.
If he's still there,
If he's still there.
100 turns from now. All right, I end my turn.
In your turn. Okay, Peaches.
I'm going to fly cover far. I need to before we can see guy in the cave.
Okay. So I think it's some of that cut out. You're going in the cave.
Sorry, I'm gonna fly over for me. Dude, I think I'm good with that. But
Oh, dude, I missed like all. I'm missing like all of that. It's all
I'm
cut.
cutting it
it's
out.
Me
good
too.
now, thanks.
Yeah.
fuck. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna fly as far as I can to be able to see the guy,
Okay.
whether that's like up or into the cave or wherever, and then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him.
Okay. I'll say you could. I mean, you could get him from here if you wanted to, but you can go in as far as you'd like.
Beautiful.
Okay.
If I can get him from here, I'll stay here so that I can get a vantage point on both of them.
Okay. Let her rip. $18. That'll hit.
Alright.
Good luck.
Max damage, please kill this fucking idiot.
8. 8.
Uh,
8's higher than 7. Go ahead and describe how you kill him.
Nice.
Sorry, did it?
I
Oh, yeah.
don't think that's my.
Sorry, I can't. I don't know if you're describing it. I can't hear you.
I think that's my turn. This is happening every time I open Foundry.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
That's not good.
Well, you
If
killed him.
I
then.
open Foundry. Sorry, what?
You killed him.
Oh, cool. Okay. If I open Foundry, everyone turns into robots.
Oh no,
Whoa.
that's not good. Okay, well, I'll describe it for you because I
Doing
think
that
this is
since I
how you
started
would have
using this
wanted.
thing.
I think this is what you would have wanted. So you hit him in the back of the head, he rolls over his shield, and he does a spinning cartwheel, and he farts the whole time that he dies.
Wow.
Yeah, he does like a whirlwind
Shit.
of fart. He creates a fart vortex.
It propels him.
Yeah, Fartnado.
Yeah,
Uh-oh. I don't like that movie.
that was a scary movie. Okay, Peaches, that's your turn. Unless you want to move, do your thing. Or bonus action, whatever you want to do. Otherwise, just because of the tech issues,
I
I'm
got
gonna.
no bonus actions.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump forward to our bullywug friends. So I'm gonna still say half the pack goes. Oop, so you're gonna go. They're gonna swim. That's as far as they're getting. These guys here. That's as far as they're getting. So they climb the rock face and they move up, trying to get in close. Next is our Lizardfolk friends. There's only one left. He is going to. God, what would he do? Damn, what would he even do? I mean, I think he's got to fight the big frog in front of him. I don't think he's going to look around and see he doesn't have any choice. He's going to try to hit him with a club that he had strapped to his side, and he's going to absolutely miss. He just hits the tree. Big boy is going to take a swing with his giant spear again, picks it back up, swings it again. Fucking misses. Everyone's missing on my team today. Feyorn, you're up,
Your
buddy.
team.
I mean, my people out of control. Feyorn?
The one in front of me is dead, right?
Dead in a
Yes.
fart tornado.
Dead. Fart tornado. Okay, I will turn the toad back around. Or can I gesture to the toad to pick him, like eat him, or at least carry the body in his mouth? How am I gonna do that?
Look.
I'm gonna stick out my tongue, and I'll just point to him and be like, and then, you know.
Nice.
I'm not even gonna make you roll. That was a perfect.
Nom 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 nom.
Thank you.
He takes him. He gets half the body in and just turns around, and the legs are kind of sticking out and flailing, and he just goes wherever you tell him to go.
Okay, and I'll go back to the cave entrance.
Okay.
I want to take our evidence with us, just in case.
Okay. So he makes it to there. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Next is Grix.
I'm gonna do nothing.
Skipping. Okay. Next is our giant toad.
Nothing to do.
Giant toad is fuck is it? Milo, it's you.
It is me. I will just rally up. I understand that they're fighting over there, but I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and just kind of rally up as I saw that one die. So once they're done fucking with that thing in the trees, once more. Actually, you know what I will do? Before I do that, before I leave, as I'm up top, I will pull out a small bottle and I will splash on Peaches and splash the rest on my frogged friends. And I will cast Bless on Feyorn, Grix, and Peaches.
Okay.
And then I will use my movement to get here and wait to bring up the rear as they deal with that Lizardfolk there.
Okay.
I will end
Okay.
my turn.
Wyatt.
It's gonna take another shot.
Okay, let her rip.
That's my turn.
Yeah.
You missed?
Yep.
Okay. Peaches, I think you're the only one that could theoretically get a hit on here.
I'm not. Out there, and I'm gonna. Oh, hey.
We're having a hard time hearing you. There we go.
Son of
All right, they're just gonna have a war
Shit,
between them. All right. Our three little froggies are gonna run up. Let's just get some rolls in.
a. Ooh, wait.
Miss and a miss. Oh, it hit.
Sorry, go
11
ahead.
misses, right?
11 misses.
Wait, I have bless.
You can roll a d4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a d4, but I'm also.
You died.
We just heard also.
Wait, is
That's
that
the
a
only
15 then?
that's the only
so
thing
that's
that left
an
it.
11. That's an 11, but
Oh, okay.
I also have the ability. One sec. Let me read. Oh, good lord. I was going to use my talisman to roll an additional d4, but it's only ability checks, not attacks.
Oh, okay. You would have needed a 4 anyways to get, like, if you were at an 11, you needed.
Yeah, I know,
You
but
need to get
that would have been.
That would have been insane. Okay, so no good?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna.
I'm going to take out my rapier, though.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna play out the rest of this, see how this goes. So 1 hit from the frog. Okay, the big boy actually hits this time, so let's just see how this one goes.
Minimum damage incoming.
It's going to be very unlikely that he doesn't get the kill. So one of the little frogs hit. Okay, he does. He actually does max damage. Okay, so the little frog comes up, the big frog follows up. I'll say the little frog kind of spears him in place, and then the big frog gets like one big plow right through his chest, and just comes out with like the lizard folk on his spear, just slung over his back, and you guys are out of combat. I think I need 30 seconds. I think I think Ronan's just looking for his soother. I gotta go give that to him. I'll be right back. But you're out of combat.
Good job, guys.
Muted? Guys, we need to get our shit together. And we need to roll to hit. Or else we're gonna fucking die today.
Fuck you.
I guess people did get a hit.
I did 8 damage. How dare you?
Yeah.
Tanner, you did bless. And
I did bless.
I didn't hear, and I didn't want to interrupt. I forget how much you blessed us for.
So, well, bless is you get a d4 on your attack rolls or saving throws.
Oh, it's not a heal. Okay.
Not a heal. No, yeah. Bless is,
Then I'm good.
yeah, you get a d4 to
Okay.
attack rolls or saving throws.
Does that last?
It lasts for 1 minute. We need to
It's
get
done.
back in combat. I
Yeah.
thought we were going to be in combat for the entirety of this entire thing. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay, cool. 10 turns. That's a lot of turns. Or 10 rounds, rather. It's a lot of rounds. And that didn't. Here we are.
Here we
Guns
are.
blazing.
Oh, Tanner, by the way, we're playing Wrath Classic now.
No, stop. I can't level from 1 to 70.
Yep. Actually,
So
Simo's
50%
playing.
experience boost right now. Simo's what?
Simo's playing 3 versions of World of Warcraft right now.
That's wild. I did.
That's
I
a
saw.
fucking that's a pro gamer move right
Yeah.
there.
It's my nightmare.
Well, I'll stop playing one of them soon.
True. But you'll be hopping on another one.
Yeah.
Season of
I
Discovery.
think that one's not gonna go like super crazy though.
You don't think so?
Well, it caps out at 25, and then they're gonna raise the cap later, and then they're gonna raise the cap again. Like they're gonna like do it in installments.
Yeah, but they don't. Yeah, but they said they didn't want to prolong it because they didn't want it to get boring. So, like, they'll let people do the raids for, I think, a couple weeks or a month, and then the next one will come out. Is my understanding. But
We're back.
oh. Sir.
I ordered a new microphone.
Nice. I
So
need a new
I'll
camera.
actually be able to communicate. Pardon?
I need a new camera. I look like I have a black and white filter on. At least on Tanner's stream, it
Yeah.
looks like I have a weird
No, it definitely looks like you're in Mexico.
Mexico.
You have that Mexico filter on.
I don't have any filter on. That's the thing.
I believe you. I'm just.
Like,
It's not black and white. It's more like a Mexico filter, like a sepia filter.
yeah. I changed it. I turned on white balance.
Are you trying to balance yourself or something?
Might just be my room is really dark.
Actually, that almost made the picture clear.
Perfect.
I'm so tired.
Yeah. I woke up at 3 a.m. and then worked.
Who?
Huh? Who?
Yeah, who asked?
Haha.
It's rude.
Tell me he doesn't deserve it.
Simo. I didn't look at your camera, Simo, to see you laugh, and then I looked at the stream and saw you laugh, and you were doing one of those, like, fake laughs. Like, where you just have a straight face and you laugh.
It was intentional. I'm glad
I
somebody
know,
saw
I know.
it. 'Cause I did it.
see.
I did it for a reason. My man Lemonski. See, I dinged 30 today.
I did.
Big step.
I reacted to it.
Big step. You did?
Yeah, a little doggo
Yeah.
reaction.
I'm 7 away from the fateful day.
Wow. Are you going back?
So what? I've actually
that
actually
elite area?
been in Arathi, and I'm like, ooh.
I'm never going back to that castle.
Me neither. Rested XP is gonna take me all the way, baby.
Yeah.
I'm following my guide through and through. My guide is the truth. My guide is the shining light.
I don't know if you know, Tanner, but Phrank died again at like level 39.
I saw that.
Oh, you saw it? Okay.
Because he like posted the Scarlet Monastery thing, and then he was like, "All right, I died."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sad.
Yeah.
Why doesn't he like retail? Too easy or what?
Come on.
He stopped playing in Burning Crusade.
Oh.
So
In Burning Crusade, you said?
Yeah.
Number 2, expansion number 2.
That's when I
Number 2.
started playing.
Wow.
Yeah, that's when I started playing too. So he doesn't like WoW tokens. He doesn't like Dungeon Finder. Anything that makes the game easier, he hates. He's already complaining in Wrath that the quests are different and it's too easy because he gets victory rush as a warrior now. So he's just like, this is too easy.
Oh, just like healing hard as fuck and
Yeah, and it's 50% XP. So he's like, oh, they just make the game for, children or whatever.
Yeah, Nancy's in fucking.
That
He wants it to
wasn't
be
even
hard.
all that easy to play in Wrath.
No, it's not.
I mean,
having
there was
a
no
rough time on my
50%
druid.
boost in Wrath.
Yeah, that's true.
That is.
True, but like they really dumbed it down for like mists. Made it really user friendly.
Yeah.
I feel like Wrath was not where they made it easy.
No, yeah, it was not easy. The dungeon finder was out in Wrath, yeah.
Yeah, instead of LFG, yeah, that was nice, but it's not necessarily easier.
Just convenient. Yeah, it's not easier.
Easier.
I want to cast a spell.
Easier.
Okay.
Yeah, what's that?
Disintegrate.
I'm gonna be casting Cure Wounds on Feyorn.
Okay. You rub his back. You grab his butt.
That's exactly what I plan on doing. And just like correct. I want to like give it a nice little taut squeeze. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, very good.
Can I reject?
Nope.
Reminder: Feyorn and Wyatt both have health potions.
Yes.
How do you know that?
Okay.
We got it from the care package, and I said, "Who can't heal themselves?" You guys said me, and we said, "Okay, you guys should take health potions."
I have it in my inventory. I wrote
Well,
it
now
down.
you just healed 9, so get fucked.
9?
Yeah,
That's what I said.
overhealed. You overhealed, so now you have a shield.
That's actually how it works.
Okay.
So it not only does it give you a shield, it also increases your AC.
I mean, to
For
be
the
fair,
amount overhealed.
you know, it wasn't enough. You know, it was a little short.
I'm used to that. It's fair. That's fine.
Okay.
It was close, though. It was close.
I get that a lot too.
Okay. I will say that the frogs, they all kind of reconvene. And they make a kind of sloppy formation just outside of the cave. And the Lizardfolk's still on the hook, or on the spear there. He just kind of slides it off on his shoulder, dropping it into the water down on this landing here. Everything goes quiet.
Everything goes Wyatt.
Quiet. Q Wyatt.
Hey.
Wyatt, you're up.
Well, now what?
Where did the one from the tree land?
He got dropped in the water.
Okay. Can I go pull him?
You gotta repeat that one. We
Did
didn't
what?
hear a single thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, can I go pull him out of the water?
Sure.
And I'll
Okay,
move forward and drop the other one near where Peaches is.
Okay.
Once I pull him out of the water, I'm gonna start searching through him.
For stuff. Okay.
Specifically, like, looking for any sort of insignia that might represent like a faction, or like order missives or something like that.
Okay. You find that on a leather pouch that he's carrying, that is totally empty, but there is engraved into the leather like a lizard eye.
The bag is completely empty though.
Empty. It's like a leather satchel.
Can I put my hand in it?
Yeah. It's just a leather satchel.
It just reaches down. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna throw it in my bag or something.
Okay.
I'll
Is it
Oh.
wearing armor?
No, but it does have a spiked shield.
Okay. Ooh. Anyone need a shield?
In fact, they both have them.
I had no use for one. I wouldn't
Yeah.
even know what to do with it if I had it.
Neither do I.
Milo, would you like a new shield?
Yeah, I'm fucking muted. Mine's fine, thank you.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna put it back on the body, and then actually I'll give the shield to one of the frogs.
Okay. Okay.
And then I'm
So-
gonna dump the body back in the water.
Okay, I'll say that the frog that you handed to, it just kind of like holds it up, and it's just way too big, and he just struggles just like getting it off the ground, and he just instinctually just like plops it down in the water, just like disrespect. Just
Okay, sorry.
Well, Feyorn, should you send him in first, and then we'll follow behind them, or do you want to lead the charge again?
I think I should lead.
Maybe this time you can have some of the froglings accompany you up there, and so you're not first to take a spear.
Yeah, I'm with Milo, and that's why I suggested
Well,
sending me in first.
maybe.
'Cause if you and I are rushing in first, I might be hopping off. No pun intended here, because I'm not looking forward to taking a spear right into the gullet.
Well,
You know
maybe
what I'm
we
saying?
should take it a little slower than last time,
We can try.
or we can run in there. But
Well, we charged the opening of the cave like we were rushing in, so that's why I figured we were just gonna do that going in.
okay,
Yeah, you're the king. You're the frog king. It's up to you. I can't tell these frogs what to do. Only you can.
I'll look at the frogs and raise my staff again, like to celebrate the victory.
Tuscan Raiders.
they all join you.
Okay. And I'll move up. I can't move, but I'll move up to where the 4 are up there.
I'll just drag you along.
And I'll try and gesture to them to come up and like to huddle around the frog, kind of like encapsulate the frog as best as they can.
Okay. So
Move as one unit.
I'll say they're starting to kind of get your messaging a little bit better here. So they kind of squeeze in.
Okay.
Big boy in the back.
Like a possum and her babies.
And I'm not gonna fully charge, but I am going to move quickly.
Okay. It's gonna be tough to move everything all at
Yeah,
once.
good
but
luck.
We're just
Can
gonna
you
go.
can you like draw like a box around everything and just
Yeah, I
but it's
can,
at
but they're gonna
different
bump into
angles.
walls.
Yeah.
oh.
They're just gonna start stacking on top of each other. There we go.
It's 3 frogs in a trench coat as like one person.
And as I come up to corners, I want to like lean over the head of the toad and kind of peer around.
Okay.
Because they want me to charge in, but I'm going to be a little bit more cautious.
I will also suggest to the 4 of us, Aukis, Peaches, myself, and Wyatt, that again, we hang back, let them create the chaos, and we can be the ones to survey the field and go from there.
How
Sounds
high
good
is
with
the
me.
ceiling?
Cave is about 15 feet.
Okay, then yeah, I'll stick with the group.
Okay. So you guys can move yourselves in. And man, I'm just gonna they're with you, okay?
Yeah, just stack them. Yeah.
They're with you.
Yeah.
They're with you. Okay. So you make your way up. And the cave itself, pretty damp, pretty cold. And there are these little kind of pools of water, a lot cleaner looking water than the kind of marshy land that you were just in. And yeah, there's like little outcroppings. It's a little bit tough to maneuver through these, like, I don't know what like a full stalactite and might would be when they're connected. I don't know what that's called, but there's a bunch of those in this kind of like middle section here. You navigate your way through.
Is it a stalactite or a stalagmite?
It's both.
Well, one's coming from the ceiling.
He
One's
said it's
on the
connected.
Yeah, but they're
He
meeting.
said it's
Oh, okay,
connected.
gotcha.
I think
Yeah.
that would just be like a column.
Yeah.
It's like a column. Okay, so again, just like pools of water, little mushroom growths.
Is there nothing, or is there anything suspicious? Is there anything in the water? Said
Give
it's
me a
fresh. Is it clear?
Give me a perception check.
So
I'd
perception.
also like to see if I can find any lizard tracks, specifically ones that might be fresh.
Okay.
Can I also
Very empty cave.
roll perception as we're like bringing up the rear?
Sure. I need everybody to like move to where they're actually at this moment, because I've got Wyatt way out of the cave, and actually I need to bring my frogs in too. Fucking.
Dude, I can't not roll an 8, man.
Yeah, let me move. Okay, done.
Okay, you're fine.
Do you want an investigation check from me?
Yeah, I do. I'm just pinching everything in here. Wyatt, you're staying super far back or what? I know you're pinched up. Okay, very good.
Nice.
Okay, so what do we got here? So we got an 18. All this kind of happening at once. So Feyorn, I'll say you take a look in the water. At the same time, Peaches is kind of like looking for tracks. Peaches, what you find is there are, of course, lizard folk tracks everywhere. Some of them fresher than others. It's pretty obvious that there's a lot of movement that happens in this cave. Some of them are also much bigger than the others. At this same time, I'll say, Feyorn, you start kind of like peering into the water, trying to see what's going on here. And as you're like looking in, it's pretty dark, but as you're looking in, you see a few sets of eyes looking from inside the water.
Mm.
And I'm going to give you a few seconds to decide what to do. Information.
I'm gonna stop everybody. Put my hand up. And I don't know if they can hear in the water, but I'm just gonna be like, "There's something in the water," to Milo behind me, because that's all I can see right now.
They're all behind you.
Okay. Just gonna whisper back. There's eyes in the water. I'm just gonna wave to the water. See what happens.
Well, what happens is the water kind of like all three. Well, you see three sets of eyes, but you see four kind of, the water like bubbles up and then splashes off as four creatures from this pool, and you hear splashing behind you as more creatures from another pool that you passed. Pop. One very large creature in the back. Seems the way it's kind of like eyeing the group, it seems more like a beast than any kind of like humanoid. Looks poised, ready to fight. And there is clearly a much bigger lizard folk, much bulkier, and carrying a morning star and a spiked shield as opposed to a spear and a spiked shield. And this one actually speaks to you. You can see there's like a blue glow in its eyes now as it speaks. And it just says, "Surrender." And go no further.
Well, we I just wanted to come here to talk, honestly. So can we do that?
And you see his kind of like his eyes close and he just rolls his neck back and he looks back at you with his like faintly glowing eyes. Meanwhile, by the way, your frog companions are all kind of like backing up. They've got their spears up, but they're clearly like backing up to get their backs against the wall, and they seem like they're actually getting behind you as opposed to standing in front of you. There's no talking. Surrender. Leave your weapons and go.
This is all in common?
Yep.
Do I recognize this voice?
Uh-oh.
Um,
What does that mean, Tanner?
Milo, that is a great question. What you hear is actually, it's very clearly a different voice, but there is almost like laid over top of this much like deeper voice than the voice you heard previously. There is that same kind of tone coming through.
Okay. Okay.
And sorry, what did you say, Feyorn? What was the last thing you said?
Well,
Or no, he told you. Leave your
yeah, he told me. I mean, I have no problem doing that, but I really do think we should talk, because I think, you know, I'm just gonna turn back and look at Milo, but yeah, I think I mean, we know what you guys are planning, and I think it's gonna be a bad idea, and we've just, you know, I've come to talk to you, and maybe you know, not let this end in violence.
The only violence that will be happening is if you choose to disobey. This is an order direct from the Queen. Leave.
The Queen.
I'm just gonna turn back to Milo and be like, kind of like shrug my shoulders. A little help.
A little help. Okay, I'll walk to the front of the pack. I'll start walking up with my shield in one hand and warhammer in the other.
Can I ready in action?
Sure.
I'm gonna flank him.
Upon a weapon being drawn.
They all have their weapons out.
Okay, I guess upon a weapon swing, can I do that? No?
Okay, yeah.
I want to cast a spell.
Okay. Which spell?
Chaos Bolt at whoever I'm at whoever's been speaking.
That one. Okay, sure. Okay. So Peaches, you're beside him?
I follow.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna say August steps up a little bit too. Wyatt, are you staying in the back?
Yeah.
Okay. The little pool with 3 of them, Wyatt, they seem keen on keeping an eye on you. That's really all they can see from this angle. So they just seem keen just on watching you and what you're doing.
Okay.
Okay.
As Milo steps up, I just kind of want to whisper to him, be like, maybe we could just get an audience with the Queen. I know you know, don't like him, but it's better than better than nothing? Maybe?
What are we still doing here, guys?
Yeah, sure, fair. We seek an audience with your queen.
Oh. So you can skin her to laugh.
What'd you just say?
Yeah, wait, say that again.
So you can skin her to laugh. Isn't that what you threatened?
I didn't threaten to skin, I threatened to eradicate, and I can see you're still a coward. You refuse to show yourself, you hide behind these peons that continue to send themselves at us. Seek an audience with your queen. Without audience, blood will be shed.
2 questions.
Okay.
He just pipes up. Turns to Akis. What does Telef mean? Is that like a Lizardfolk word? And 2, Milo, what do you mean still?
This creature and I spoke when I was left back at the cave with the other Lizardfolk. And I promised this creature that I would find him and kill him and the rest of these vile beings. And I would stack their scales higher than the walls of the city of Elturel.
I want to pause you there for a second. Simo, I can type something to you, or I can say it to you with or without the group listening. I don't know if we have controls over that. It's very brief. It's like 1 sentence.
Type it to me.
Okay.
Prove that it's 1 sentence. Say it right now.
I really want to say it. I really do. So so Wyatt, you hear that sentence spoken.
Hey, which one of these is speaking? Is it this one that's speaking?
That one there, yeah.
Okay, I thought so. Fucking looks different.
Milo, you didn't think to mention that to us when we first started talking about coming here and talking to them? Or even when it happened?
I honestly didn't
Might
think
have
we'd meet this.
Changed the way we walked in here.
Well, the outcome is the same. We'll kill all of the lizard folk. That's just how it has to be. And this guy just so happens to be leading the conversation. But that both then and now.
Well, you're in my house. And if you choose to threaten me, but you want an audience, you can do so without your weapons or your focuses.
I'll just like turn around to the group. Yeah, sure. Let's do as he says. Let's go ahead and listen to the creatures that I can't even believe they have an inclination of piecing together an attack. The way that these let's listen to the vile creatures who barely have their own moral code. Let's go ahead and do that. And I'm gonna turn back around, so I'm facing the giant toad and stuff, and I'm gonna turn towards my left. So I'm gonna turn towards this way, and I'm just gonna run at this creature, and I'm just gonna like crow hop like I'm throwing a baseball with my hammer and just fucking try and smash this dude.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
Baby, let's go. Yes, sir.
Yeah, sure. Let's listen to the fucking freaks, and then I'll fucking.
That's what I'm saying, baby. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, baby. That's what we've been waiting for.
Dude, and I'm gonna fucking miss, bro. That's the worst part, bro.
Okay.
You
All
got
right.
that in your dice.
Have you
Does
rolled
that
already?
trigger Grix's
I have not
held
rolled.
action?
It definitely does.
Okay. This is what I'll say. As you're flying through the air,
Yeah.
he kind of braces his shield, pulls up his morning star, and just says, "Fool to laugh." And you go ahead and fucking do your thing, buddy.
Okay, I'm gonna swing at this bitch.
All right. Let me get everybody fucking loaded up here.
And here we
Ooh.
go.
18 to hit.
You really are turning into the joke.
I know.
Frank, I couldn't help but realize you rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Frank, I couldn't help but realize.
Well, some of those are on your team. In fact, like
So can we roll initiative now?
you're gonna roll initiative.
No, I rolled it, and it's fine. I'm gonna re-roll it if you allow me, Frank.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
Bro, it
why
says
did
I have no
keep
token.
rolling?
I mean, you just were in combat, so you should be all right.
There we go.
There you
That's fine. I'll just take a 4.
Okay, I'll also roll. initiative.
I
Okay.
mean, you're in the back, you know.
Okay. This is gonna be a fucking war.
Okay, so I rolled an 18 to hit.
An 18 that hits.
Okay. I'm really contemplating. I really want to I'm not gonna. 5 plus 2, 7 bludgeoning damage.
7. Okay. You get a good smash in the face right over top of the shield, and you seem to like dislocate his jaw. A couple teeth go flying out. 8 damage, you said?
7 bludgeoning damage.
7. Okay.
And after I hit him, I'm gonna fucking spit on him.
And he just instinctually just like wipes his eyes that are still glowing blue. And he readies for battle. Lizardfolk start things off. And
Nope.
oh yeah.
Oh,
sorry,
wait, yeah,
go
we
ahead,
got-
get your action in.
Motherfucking chaos bolt.
We're level 3, right?
You're level
Yep.
3.
I'd like to I'd like to use my Tides of Chaos. Please. I'm gonna gain advantage and I'm gonna roll again.
Please. No.
Okay.
Ah,
You
that's
see
heartbreaking.
Grix goes to fire it off. Feels like he's gonna miss. Tries to go Super Saiyan and launches this bolt into the wall, just splashing into this
So much for
array of
growing a
colors.
backbone.
He's adjusting to his height. He's gonna hit eventually. Okay, next the Lizardfolk step up, and they're gonna go for what's directly in front of them.
Yeah, I wish they fucking would.
Yoop. Yoop.
Oh my goodness, Milo.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Okay.
Man, there's so many problems.
Angel.
So they're gonna be coming at you, swinging with they're gonna have club in one hand, spear in the other, and they're gonna swing down with a club and then a spear. The first one is going to hit for 16 and 17. So 16 on the club, 17 on the spear.
Misses both.
Both?
He has a shield.
Boy got a shield.
I know what your AC is.
Wow. By the way, they're rolling with advantage. The highest roll out of all 4 of those die rolls for the second one was a 14. Wow.
Yes, sir.
That is fucking crazy. Okay, so they come in and Milo's fucking in it. He's clanging
I'm
4 attacks just back to back to
I'm
back.
fucking rallying the troops. Everybody should be fucking pumped up. It's like Ball with the Ball by Kid Rock is playing right now. That's what you guys are hearing while you're looking at me.
Unironically a banger song.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah.
You
I'm
wanna
not in the initiative, and I rolled a 21.
You rolled.
Ooh.
Sucks.
Wish you would have told me that.
Sorry, I just looked over to
Oh,
see.
well, it happens to work out. Okay, I mean, I'm going to finish these guys' turns
Yeah.
anyways, but in the next time you'll be up. So, Wyatt, one of them's coming for you. So it swings with its club. It's going to hit for a 21. And then with the javelin following that up, it's going to land on a 17. Any miss?
Y'all got
five-
plate armor and shields, right?
5 bludgeoning, 3 piercing. Okay.
8 damage.
Bang, bang. Yep. Next is going to be the big boy. Taking a look at his situation, he's going to kind of like lay his spear in it, like he's just going to lay it across his hands, grab it, tilt his neck back, like so his neck is straight up in the air, and he starts just going wah wah, just letting out this crazy croaking noise. And it clearly is imbued with some sort of like bullywug magic, and you can see all the other bullywugs just like standing up a little bit taller, and you all, now that he's kind of embraced you into his tribe, everyone gains 10 temporary hit points.
I'm gonna need those.
Let's go.
Damn. Oh.
Oh, and he keeps
Sorry,
doing that
10
for-
temp
hit points. Yep, 10 temporary hit points. Okay. Next is going to be our giant lizard friend, and again, like an animal.
Feyorn just doesn't get a turn.
Oh yeah, Feyorn, sorry. Go Feyorn.
Go Feyorn. Well, I'm not a healing druid or an attacking druid. I don't know what I am, but I'm going
You're riding your
to.
frog though.
I am going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
Yup.
What are you aiming for?
I'm gonna aim for this one.
Okay.
Here we go. 9.
9 to hit? No good. Does not hit.
Heartbreaking.
Very
That was almost
heartbreaking.
an 18.
Yo, let's go, spellcasters. Woo! Let's go.
That is gonna be it for right now. Yeah.
I will say, by the way, because they're dual wielding right now, their shields are just slung to their back, so they're not actually utilizing their shields right now.
Good to know.
Okay. Okay. Anything else from you, big boy?
God,
No.
Okay. So big lizard boy is going to come running for it. Oh, you know what I just realized? The one that was on Peaches didn't attack Peaches, so we're going to do that too.
you don't have to.
I know we're going to do that. Okay, so 11 with the club. 16 with the spear. Is that one hit?
My armor class is 11.
Oh, they both hit.
my-
Ooh.
Ooh.
3 bludgeoning. 4 piercing. The giant lizard is also going to come
Whoa.
for down.
I'm gonna
feathers.
come.
Also, Tanner, I don't know.
That's what he says actually as he swims up. He just goes, "I'm gonna come."
We each get 10 temporary.
No.
All right,
Oh.
and temporary. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm down to 3.
Okay. So he's gonna come up and try to get a bite on you. For
No, he looks like a skate.
it's an 11. It's an 11.
Oh.
And hits you for 6 piercing damage. At this, it's also going to run away. And it's going to climb the wall and get up onto the ceiling. So it's on the ceiling, hanging above you guys.
That's so cool. That's actually
As-
so cool.
As he bites
This
down on
is-
Peaches, I will look to him and I'll point and I'll say, "You'll die with them." And I will use my reaction to rebuke the violent. They need to make a Wisdom save, 13.
The big lizard?
It's
Yeah.
a 15. You got a 15.
15. Okay, so he just takes 3 radiant damage. Then he takes half of the damage that he dealt as radiant damage.
Very good. Okay. Very good. Okay. So bites. He goes, "Ow!" and then runs up the wall. Ooh. Ooh.
I don't like that it just talks like a normal person.
I'm gonna go.
I don't like that that's canon.
It's more like a parrot. It's just like repeating things that it heard in the past.
Oh,
Okay.
it's a kangaroo frog.
It's a kinky frog. Anyways, Peaches, you're up.
Yo.
Peaches, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do this without opening my foundry just yet. So, the guy in front of me, he's right in front of me. Okay, I took my rapier out. I'm gonna use that and try and stab him.
Okay.
Ooh, I didn't add a rapier to my...
Okay. You can just roll for it. It's a dex weapon, right? What? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, that'll hit. 6 piercing. Very good. Okay. Get a good chunk out of him. Anything else from you?
Oh shit! When the big lizard ran away, I should have taken an attack of opportunity.
I'll still let you do it. It was,
Someone's
last, it was last turn. Go ahead.
Okay.
12. 12 hits. He's a big boy. 3. Okay. He goes, ooh.
There's that 6 damage.
There it is. Okay.
No, fuck off. That's not canon.
Anything else?
I don't want to move. And I don't want to stay my belches yet, so that's it.
Okay. Next up is our big toad, who is going to step up to here, take a little nibbly knob out of our friend for attempt to. Just gonna do this in Foundry, make it a little easier. It's gonna hit, and he hits for Whoa. He snaps the fucking thing in half. I was not expecting that. That was a lot of damage.
He snaps what in half?
The lizard folk. So just kind of bites down on the side, and the jaws just collapse this thing's chest, and he just spits out the 2 halves of the lizard folk.
This guy.
No, the lizard
this
folk.
guy.
Oh,
Your toad.
yeah. Who? Oh, okay.
Okay, kills the lizard folk. Milo, you're up, and surrounded.
And
You seem to
surrounded.
Constantly be surrounded.
Yeah, like it fucking matters. I'm the tank, baby. I am going to. I'm gonna grab out a piece of parchment and I'm gonna throw it up into the air, and it'll just burst in radiant, and then the radiant sparks will cover me, and I will bonus action Shield of Faith on myself. For a +2 to my AC, so good luck, fucking idiots. And then once more, I am going to swing. So as I'm ding, 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 blocking everything, I'm gonna backhanded swing at the lizard creature in front of me. This asshole here for a. I re-rolled the first one. I don't know if it was cocked. It looked cocked, and then I rolled a natural 1, so that's unfortunate.
I press F to pay respect.
Okay.
That's unfortunate.
So you totally whiff, unfortunately. But you bonus actioned, right?
Yes, I did.
Are you moving?
I am going to stand my ground. I'm not afraid of these fucking pussies. I'm here to eradicate, baby.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
great.
The bullywugs on the ground, they look to you, Feyorn, for direction, for a quick glance as to where they should refocusing their energy.
I'm going to send them to Milo to help Milo out because he's surrounded.
To hell.
To hail.
Okay. So they all just leap over the kind of fighting, and they land all over this mess. Just everywhere. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Holy shit.
It's raining frogs.
Got another one.
Hallelujah, it's raining frogs.
So I'm going to do this as quick as I can, and... Okay, so let's
Good luck.
do this.
I have a new name for our group, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
We are now Feyorn and the Froglings.
Feyorn and the Frogling.
Totally awesome.
Totally awesome.
Oh god, no.
And bang. Okay, perfect. Okay. Well, that is... Okay, it's not bad. So we're gonna roll some damages. Try to do this quick. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, like a little swarm, they all leap over and they just start stabbing in a frenzy. And they seem to actually be fairly coordinated in this fight. And they seem to be pretty fucking riled up and pissed. They've apparently taken their fear and turned it into rage. And they are slashing and dashing. Now, nothing dies, but they do get a pretty good amount of damage out. Lots of blood filling this water as they're just poking holes into the... Take an opportunity to get behind here, and he's going to take a little swing too. Stun quick.
Kiss.
Holy shit, does he ever hit? Whoa. Okay. Big 9 damage smash on the fucking skull here.
Nice.
Okay, very good. So, lots of blood, lots of bludgeoning damage as he's using his staff still. Grix, you're up with Wyatt. You're just around the corner.
I'm going to be casting Chaos Bolt on the Lizardfolk that's attacking Wyatt.
Okay.
And upon casting it, I would like to refresh my Tides of Chaos. And by doing that, I would re-roll on the D100. So what one do you want me to do first? Do you want me to roll the spell stuff
Roll
or
the spell.
D100?
Oh.
Spell? Yes! Thank God!
Needed that.
Okay. You're rolling on the one attacking Wyatt?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. That hits.
Fuck. So let me choose what kind of damage. I'm gonna choose thunder, I guess.
You don't get to choose. You have to roll on it.
Okay. Well, let me.
Unless you rolled something that allowed you to. I don't know how that works, but
On D&D Beyond, I clicked the roll button and it said cold or thunder.
oh, okay.
It didn't even it just.
It's based off of your 2d8s. So whatever they landed on, one gave you cold damage, one gave you thunder damage, and you get to choose.
Oh, okay. That's,
Oh, okay. So I'll just do I'll do thunder damage. So I'll do 16 damage to him.
okay. Fucking A. All right. So you basically fry this thing. It doesn't die, but it is, you fucking blast it into oblivion, and it is looking pretty rough.
Now, do you want me to roll my D100?
A D20 and then
Oh,
because
yeah.
you don't actually...
Potted plant.
Okay.
If I fall off the frog, I break, I die.
Okay. So nothing there. Anything else from you?
That is it there, Chief Keef.
Okay. Next, we have Big Daddies. Big Daddies are going to come up and do their thing. Wyatt, unfortunately, they were staring at you when this all broke out. So the first one's going to attack Wyatt, of course, and he's going to take his Morning Star, and he's going to swing it at Milo. Sorry, he's going to swing it at Milo twice. Jesus
Go ahead, you won't find shit.
It's an 11 and a nat 1. There is one attacking Wyatt for an 11 and a 16.
It meets the beats twice.
Twice? Jesus.
Damn.
So you're going to take piercing damage, 4 piercing damage, and then 8 piercing damage for a total of 12. Keep in mind you do have those temporary hit points that are obviously now gone, so the overload would be 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you out?
Nope.
Okay, you're up.
Is he out to 2 damage?
Not looking good though. I'm gonna take a gamble. I don't know what's around the corner, but I'm gonna disengage. 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna be like limping, like hand on my rib cage.
I have a reaction as I see him limping around the corner.
Sure.
I'm going to extend my hand out towards Wyatt as he rounds the corner limping, and I'll let whatever happens.
What the
happen.
fuck? You want me to high five you? What do you want me to do? Yeah, good one.
I can't tell you what I want you to do. I'm just as a reaction. I'm extending my hand out towards you as you.
Yeah, I'll with my other hand, I'll high five him, I guess.
Can I roll for that? Can we roll for the high five at least?
Yeah. Yeah. Just roll a yeah, roll a performance. How's about that?
7.
7? So he goes up to high five, and his arm is just leaking blood, and he just whiffs your hand, and he just sprays blood across your face. You have the blinded condition now. Go fuck yourself. I'm just kidding. But yeah, you've got Wyatt's blood all over your face.
Great, thank you.
And no reaction anymore. So, anything else,
I was
Wyatt?
hoping that he
That's it. That's it.
forgot
I'm just gonna try to.
You're gonna try to.
I'm just gonna try to stay like out of sight. Like hope they don't follow me. Like maybe duck behind the wall a little bit. So like when they turn the corner, maybe they don't easily see me. That's my effort. And then it's my turn.
The only lizard folk looking at you right now is the corpse on the ground in front of the toad. All right. Next up is the lizard folk. So they're gonna go hamburgers. I'm also gonna be
Is it
pre-roll.
Lizardfolk or is it lemon? Because in the turn order it says.
Oh yeah, fucking lemon. Sorry. God damn it, it's
Yep.
lemon. I just keep wanting to skip him. I don't know why.
Yeah, me too. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't worry, Feyorn, I got you.
Is there? There's only 2 down here, right? That I can see,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah. And you saw Wyatt just kind of like duck away, push off of him, and get away.
I am going to try and do something this time. I'm gonna wild shape.
Okay.
And I'm gonna wild shape into a wolf.
Okay. Very good.
So it's an action. So I can't do anything else.
It's an action.
It's an action.
Just make sure that's the case.
It is. I'm not a moon druid or whatever. I can send it.
You were a moon baboon.
It's at the very top. Holy cow, that thing is...
Good god damn.
It doesn't actually say it. It says it's an action. I read it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're a wolf standing on a
wolf.
toad.
And I'm going to leap off.
Yes.
And I'm going to try and land... can I... Yeah, I'm going to land, I guess, right here. Beside Peaches. And face this big guy here.
Okay. Okay. Sweet. You go wolfy. Sorry, you're facing the big one?
Yeah, that's
He's
still
on the
up,
ceiling.
right?
He's on the ceiling.
He's on the ceiling.
That's convenient. Well, then I'll just face this one. I'll face this one here. I can't get up there.
Yeah, very good. Okay. Now it's our lizardfolk friends' turn, so we're just gonna roll away here. I'm gonna try to do this very quickly.
Bang, 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 bang.
Bang. Okay, there we go. Milo's getting hit.
Prove it.
Actually, we may as well just do this too. All right. So the club attack is going to be a crit. So the first one attack that's just above you attacks with its club, and it's going to get a crit for 9 bludgeoning damage. It's then going to attack with its spear for a 10 to hit. The next one for the club is a 14 to hit. Then it's a 23 on the spear. The spear is going to do 5 piercing damage. The other homeboy here is going to run up, and it's going to go for you, Feyorn. He's going to try to attack you for a whopping 23 to hit. On the club, he's going to do 5 bludgeoning damage. Then he's going to attack with the spear for a 14 to hit. Does that hit?
That does.
Okay, and he's going to do 8 piercing damage. Holy doggy.
You too shall perish, and I rebuke the violent.
Okay. Wisdom save.
It's a wisdom save, 13.
Perfect. It's a 12.
Nice. So he takes 8 radiant damage.
Okay, so he goes. So does he still do the damage?
He still does the damage, but he just receives the damage as well.
Okay. So he goes, stabs with the spear, and the spear, I will say, as it pierces, just gets the tip just gets blasted with radiant energy, and the spear just kind of like cracks and splinters and then explodes in his hands, and he actually falls over dead. That was a very good use of that spell. Okay, that's it for them. Our croaker friend is just going to do a very simple spear attack. He's going to go for the one that's in front of you here, buddy. Spear 2-hand, there we go. And he's going to attack with advantage, 22 to hit, and he does a whopping 5 damage. The lizardfolk attack still stands. And then our giant lizard friend, then it's Peaches up next, okay? Giant lizard is actually going to take his back legs, grip the stone, and then kind of let his lower body fall and attack at you, Peaches, here. So he's going to try to actually get a bite on you, and he's actually going to try to grip you in his teeth for a 10 to hit.
I whap him with a newspaper.
Okay. Okay, and then he kind of shrivels back and then regrips the ceiling. Peaches, you're up.
Just kidding. He didn't hit?
No, well, 10 to hit.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't hear that. Okay. I'm going. Is he within 5 feet of me now?
He's 15 feet still. He's up.
Okay. I am going to Eldritch Blast him.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, that hits.
Bad.
Big damage.
Good answer. Good damage. Good damage. Good damage. Good
7. Okay,
damage.
very good. Okay, 7 damage. You blast a fucking hole through his head, but he's still up there. It's cracked open.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I am going to bonus action expend.
Sorry, expend. Okay, you're doing the. I can't hear you, but I know you're doing the healing thing. So just tell me the numbers. You can type it out.
Yeah, sorry, I stopped talking when I opened.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
There we go. Okay, who are you doing that on?
Wyatt.
Wyatt? Okay. Do you have to be near him?
Within 30 feet.
Okay, you're good. Okay, so Wyatt, you get healed up 10 hit points.
Nice.
I also, Wyatt, at this moment, I need a perception check out of you, buddy.
Uh-oh.
No.
Fuck. Oh no.
I have one more thing.
Give me a 12.
12 on perception? Okay. Okay.
I hate that answer. I hate that. I hate the. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
There's
I'm
probably
going to move, but as I'm moving, I'm going to shout to everyone. Might want to get out from underneath that giant frog. If he comes down, he's crushing all of us.
Yeah, and look at Frank's fucking face. He's like, yeah, I was gonna use that mechanic against them. I'm glad that they fucking figured that out. Yeah, fuck you, man.
And I'm going to move up here. Oh, sorry. No, I want to stay within 30 feet of Milo.
Okay. Okay.
Daughter comes up.
Okay.
And I end my turn.
You end your turn. Okay. I just need to make one quick roll here.
Yeah.
For what?
No, you don't.
Wow. That
Yeah,
is.
No,
they didn't perceive us either.
No.
We're good. Neither of us perceived each other.
How
Okay.
perceptive.
Guys, it's probably nothing.
Okay.
It is,
Um,
it is nothing, actually.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Wyatt, I need you. So this is what happens here, buddy. You're standing there. You get this heal. You can breathe like a little bit easy, and as you're kind of like your wounds are sealing over, the ground beneath you, there are little cracks and things that you can see in the stone. Vines and moss starts rapidly growing out of it, and the vines whip around your legs and around your torso, grabbing at you. I actually need you to make a strength check to see if you can fend these things off.
I watched this guy fucking rip the stump of a tree out of the ground one time.
Well,
A 12. So these
Frank, sorry.
these vines wrap around your legs, and you try like shoving them off. You kind of get a couple of them off, but as you're like pushing down on them, they wrap around your arms, they wrap around your neck, and they grip you in place. At this same moment,
It's got the
let me just bring up what we've got here. At the same moment, a little squad comes forward with a clearly some sort of magic wielder in the back. This like shamanistic coiled staff, this wooden coiled staff with a snake head carved at the end of it. He's holding it up and he casts this spell. This is what you did not perceive as them coming up the back here. And they step forward, the kind of more warrior types step forward, and the one with the mace, with the morning star, grabs the back of your neck and holds up his mace, and he just stays there. The one that you've been beating on, Milo, looks at you with the glowing eyes and says, and like kind of shifts his eyes over to Wyatt and says, "Weapons down." And I will give you a whopping 15 seconds IRL time to figure out how you respond to that.
Oh shit.
To Wyatt?
Huh?
Fuck.
He says to you,
Yeah.
weapons down, but
He's to Wyatt. He's gonna hit Wyatt.
Yeah. You ever seen The Walking Dead with Negan?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, don't bring that back,
Not
bro.
Lucille. Not Lucille.
Oh,
I stopped watching after that
No.
episode, by the way.
No, the Glenn episode. The Glenn
Glenn,
episode.
bro.
Lucille.
He's trying to make Wyatt into Glenn right now.
Fuck, man.
I think it's been more than 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, we
that's-
made a little joke.
Milo.
Yeah. In fuck.
That's his response. It's fine.
Yeah. And I will look to Wyatt, and I will drop my warhammer and my shield.
Wait, can I react to him
Sure.
as he looks to me?
Mm-hmm.
I'll give him a wink.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So if I do I perceive the wink?
Oh yeah, you can see it.
Can I fucking Leonidas F fucking drop all of my weapons down to a knee and then pick up my spear just like fucking Leonidas Xerxes and throw it at the motherfucker.
Which one?
At the whoever's gonna fucking bonk Wyatt on the head. This guy.
Okay. I'll say in this moment too, as the there's this kind of like freeze. All the bullywugs, they're all looking to Feyorn like for direction. They got their spears up. Like everybody seems like frozen in this moment. And you drop your stuff, get down to one knee, pick up your spear, and fucking huck it at this thing. I will say, in this moment, I'm gonna give you advantage. He's standing still. He's obviously not focused on you, and everybody seems to be caught in this moment. So you play it off and get yourself at least that. Go ahead and roll.
Please. For the love of fucking Christ.
And inspiration. He gets inspiration. No, I'm just kidding.
It's not good.
Come on. You can.
13 to
Get rid
hit.
of those dice.
13 to hit.
I rolled an 8 and a 9.
13. Oof. Bro, you were right there. You needed one more. You fucking throw it. Clings against the fucking stone. And so he follows through on the attack and fucking smashes. Or at least attempts to smash Wyatt on the head.
Fuck,
No,
dude.
fucking head, dude.
Let me smash.
For a 19 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
It's not a
Eight to
crit. And he's gonna do only 4 piercing damage, so smashes him on the head, but he seems clearly intent on just holding him there and beating his head in. The battle rages on. Peaches. Oh no, you just had your turn. Giant Toad. Giant Toad is panicked. Feyorn, he's gonna take direction from you. I'm gonna say through this kind of like intense, like adrenaline-filled moment, that like kind of ability that you have that you've been kind of harnessing with Feyorn is starting to like boil up in you. And I'll say that you have this like sense, this like vague sense that you can kind of like communicate ideas with this frog creature and the ones around you. So he's looking for
No, stop. His PC crashed.
His computer crashed.
Sitting here, I'm like, where the fuck did his webcam go? One, and why did the music pause?
Okay. Well, you know what I'm going to do then? I am going to say, I'm going to jump forward and I'm going to just take the fucking frog's turn. And at this, I'm going to say the frog is going to jump up and try to bite the fucking thing on the ceiling.
Am I on his back still when he does this?
Yes.
Do I don't know, and I'm good just as he jumps up?
Yeah. You've been on him the whole time. He's jumped before. He actually gets a crit, which is great, and I don't think he can possibly... Okay. So he jumps up, bites through, and the damage that was done from the Eldritch Blast kind of weakened his neck, and so he jumps up, bites this thing's fucking head off, and just falls. The rest of it stays clung to the ceiling, but he drops down and just starts gnawing on his head, so this thing is toast.
I was gonna ask, do I get an opportunity attack? But I don't need it.
No. Next up is Milo.
Wait, why wouldn't I get an opportunity attack?
Force movement.
Yeah, I just think in that scenario, I just wouldn't give it to you. It's a little bit of a weird one. Like, he's not leaving your range. Like, yeah. And it was a little too... Yeah, I'm just... The way I'm envisioning it, just wouldn't...
Okay, so now it is my turn.
Yes.
There's just not a whole lot of cool shit, you know?
Throw another spear.
all out of spears, unfortunately.
It really
Well,
was.
first time.
I can't
Okay.
even throw spears and kill queens, and I'm all out of spears.
All right, so
Wyatt died.
wait, hold on. I just want to double check because I didn't write this in my notes, but it could be wrong.
Okay.
I'm sacrificing a lot of damage for this. I just want to see. Okay, it's not concentration. Cool. So I will. I mean, how the fuck do I do this? I will pull out a small silver mirror,
Okay.
and I will hold it against my pendant, and it'll
Okay.
glow, and I will shine it towards Wyatt. And I will cast as a bonus action Sanctuary on Wyatt. I ward a creature within range 30 feet against attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or a harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. It does not protect against AoE though.
It's not concentration?
Not concentration, I just double checked.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, so you don't meet the same fate that Saf did. The warded creature makes an attack, casts a spell that affects an enemy, or deals damage to another creature. This spell ends.
Okay.
So I do that as a bonus action. I'll scoop up my gear and go back to the dude that I was fighting and fucking uppercut him with my hammer.
Okay. Let her rip.
What the fuck are you rolling for, bro?
I'm pre-rolling the attacks. yeah.
Oh,
Holy
Kim.
bucks.
Just so you guys don't have to wait long
Okay.
for NPC turns. I'm rolling.
do I get to roll with advantage? Correct, because of all the
because of all the
bong frogs that are surrounding.
Yeah, you do. You do.
That's a
Okay.
local name now, Bong Frogs.
The bong frogs. That is a 21 to hit on this guy that I've been attacking.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Alrighty, and for a whopping 9 damage, 9 bludgeoning damage.
9. Okay, very good. So he's looking pretty fucking shook. He still stands, but you have been fucking this guy up. Are you moving?
No, I'm gonna stay put. I'm here duking it out with I need not only the gang to know, but I need the bong frogs to know, like, hey, I'm not leaving you guys. Like, I'm here.
Okay.
That's on baby. You know what I'm saying? That's on Drake.
Okay.
Oh.
So this is what happens next. This thing kind of takes that hit, and you've clearly dislodged like a bunch of bones, and it's like some vertebrae. Like you've just fucked this thing up, and it kind of like loosely just like looks at you and just says, "You will not leave here in one piece unless we have that meeting. You fool!" And as it starts to say the word "fool," 3 spears fucking come through its neck and just kebab this thing, and they get pulled out. 2 of them hit the one on the north side and get some damage off. Nothing hits the bottom, but then Aukus comes in and fucking flatlines it by bashing it through the center of the skull.
It's Orcus with the chair.
Next
Yeah.
is Grix.
Okay. I am going to cast level 2 Chaos Bolt on the one holding Wyatt.
Okay.
Yo, my team's got my back.
Yeah, bro, they really do. Holy.
Sir, baby!
Let's go.
Okay, go ahead.
The filthiest of 20s.
Oh, I rolled 4 dice! Oh, it's ass though. It's not good. I'm gonna choose lightning. Do 10 damage, I guess.
10? Okay.
Yep.
So he's dead focused, and you just fucking blast him. It kind of sends him back a bit, but he still wants to go hard.
Bonus action.
Uh-huh.
I would like to convert some sorcery points to regen some spell slots. I'm going to do 1 for 1. 'Cause that's
Okay.
all I can do.
Right on.
And that's it. That is my turn.
Okay. So the one that's attacking Wyatt will continue to do so.
It's the wisdom save, DC 13.
Okay. So do I roll? So I guess I do the wisdom save first.
Sure. I don't think it matters which comes first.
Okay.
But like if it's a melee attack and it either attacks a different creature or loses the attacker spell.
Okay. So the wisdom save was a 15.
Okay, so that saves.
So he just gets the regular
fucking
attack.
Cringe. So yeah, just regular attack.
Okay. It's a 22 to hit.
That might scratch me a bit.
It is 8 piercing damage.
Yeah.
You're okay?
So what?
I keep thinking you're dropping, bro. I keep thinking you're like
I'm
right
invincible.
there. Okay. Next is Wyatt.
All right. Do I play the safe play or do I play the risky play? What do you guys think, guys?
I'm gonna
You
remove
win,
the
It's about
man.
your character, so
There's a safe
You
play.
win.
There's a safe play.
move on, 'cause-
There is a saying, and where sorry, I should say this in accent. There's a saying where I come from, you've got to risk it for the biscuit.
Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
questiones for Frankionis.
Yes.
Are my hands bound skis right now? Or just my
I'll say
little
one-
toesies
I'll say
by
one of-
these vines?
One of your hands is bound. And all I will say too, you are allowed to use your action to make a strength saving throw again to try to get out. But it takes an action.
We're gonna keep it OG and keep it safe because I like Wyatt. It's still a slight risk doing this action, but okay. Let me just make sure and read this carefully. Okay, Frank Dog,
Uh-huh.
will you let me Genie's vessel and throw it?
Is okay.
Are you trying to Pokeball something?
Himself.
Yeah. Genie's vessel is an action, right?
That's right. But I'll be like yeeting it and then Genie's as it soars, you know?
Okay, the only reason I'm struggling with this is because that's really strong. I'll let you roll it. I'll let you like start rolling it off your hand and then do it. So you can't go super far, but you can roll it and hope that it just like rolls along the ground. What
Am
a
I-
crazy way to get out of entangle.
Am I on a slant right now? Like, is it slanting towards the pool of water?
Like barely. Barely.
All right, I'll take that risk. I will
Okay.
roll it towards the pool of water.
Okay.
So this
I'm gonna
direction, and
I'll roll to tell you how many feet it goes. Okay.
And I'm outie. I'm gone.
Okay. So you roll it, and it rolls 1 foot. I rolled a 1 on a fucking D10.
That's okay.
It rolls 1 foot, so it's barely out of the entanglement.
I
and
would
you get
say
stuck.
as a assistant to the dungeon master, that these lizardolos need to roll a perceptions to see if they see the ring on the floor.
They fucking see it. Okay, Lemmy Feyorn's up.
And he's not back yet.
I'm back.
Oh,
Okay.
You're not in.
Wait,
I messaged you. No, I'm here.
Send me a message.
I
Cam's
can
up
see
and
him.
It's okay.
No, you just gotta log back in.
I am.
He is. I can see him.
It's okay if it doesn't work for the rest of it.
No, it does. It
no
does.
biggie.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Not to be this guy who says, ask the teacher if we had homework, but Frank, I do think that you forgot to have this Lizardfolk scale shield
I did.
make a turn.
I did. Thanks, buddy. There's a lot going on.
Is there? Is it really though?
There fucking is.
Uh,
All right, I fixed your camera. I didn't know you were even back. Sorry.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. I didn't want to interrupt.
Okay. He swings twice and he hits Akis once, but he fucking clobbers him. And the side of Akis's face is really fucked up from this morning star. Okay. That's what you need to know from him. Okay, Lemon, you're up. Feyorn.
Okay. Sorry, I know you were talking to me when I left, but I don't know what happened.
the giant frog killed the giant lizard.
Yes.
Ate his head off.
Fuck
Stunted
was
on him.
that? What did you just do, Frank? Is that like you just rolled like 50 million dice?
It did sound like that.
I think that was me. I just launched Foundry and it did that. So
Yeah.
Oh,
maybe
I
it was
must.
me, but I don't know.
It's his intro music.
We're still fighting as of is what I know, right?
Currently.
Mhm.
Do you see what's
Okay.
going on to my right?
Yes. Yeah, I knew all that what happened. Okay. I am going to. I'm a wolf now.
But also, sorry, I know you're about to do your turn. I'm in a ring. I'm gone. I'm not
Yeah,
there- I'm not there
I
anymore.
saw that point. I saw that. Yeah. I am going to bite the one nearest me.
Okay.
Four.
It's the only one left alive in the room except for the one on the bottom right there.
So bright.
You have advantage
I have advantage because I'm flanking.
because of pack tactics.
Oh, pack tactics. Look at that. Sorry. So it's a D plus 4, so that's a dirty 20
Nice.
to hit.
That hit.
Okay. And 2d4 plus 2. Four
Okay.
damage.
Okay. Go ahead and describe it.
I'm just gonna bite his neck and then do like the dog thrashing
Oh yeah.
and just like whip him around and then just toss him into the lake.
Can you make
Nice.
some dog noises for us so we can really feel
No, I'm not a furry as much as you think I am. And I'm gonna run up to the ring, and I'm gonna pick it off the ground if I can do that.
Okay. How much movement do you have as a wolf?
So that was 5, 10, 15. I think I have 30 or 40. 40.
Okay. Okay. So you're like grabbing it with your teeth?
Yeah.
Okay.
My canine. And then
Alright.
I will move back behind the toad.
Okay.
So 5, 10, 15, 30, 35. And I'll go to drop it in Milo's. I'll kind of like just raise my gowls or whatever they're called, my lips, and show him the ring, and kind of open my mouth to let him take it.
That
Okay.
he's not a furry, but he knows the vernacular for its anatomy.
Yeah, that
I
was,
have a
yeah,
dog.
that was-
Be telling.
yeah, I have 2 dogs too, buddy, and I don't know that.
I've had
shit.
4 dogs in my life, and I don't even know I don't know what words you use. So
I don't even know if I said it, if that's what I.
Humans
What
have
it's called.
jowls.
Yeah, jowls. Anyways, that's what I'm gonna do. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. I just need to see where you're standing. Okay, so you're standing there. I'll just put this front here. Okay, very good. Okay. The spellcaster Lizardfolk screams some like hissing sounds that you don't really understand. But Akis, you kind of see him perk up in the middle of the fight, and then he just looks back to Feyorn with the ring. Lizardfolk, hustle forward. Okay. And they are going to. Oh wait. Ooh, wait a second. Okay, actually.
Opportunity attack. Opportunity attack. Sorry. Got a frog in my throat.
They're still technically next to you.
What about Peaches?
Yeah, Peaches could do it.
So my reach encompasses the frog?
I'm gonna say because you're riding it, like.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, okay. I had to ask.
Yeah.
They moved away from my token. That's why I'm like, all right.
I know. I'm gonna say if you're on the thing, you're kind of part of it.
Okie dokie.
But yeah, Peaches, if you want your opportunity attack, you can take it on the top one. Ooh, it's not hit. But they're gonna go for the ring. They are going to reach out to try to get this from you. And you can go ahead and contest this. So you're just going to be rolling against the two of them. So they're going to go for your face. And I'm going to say this is probably going to be a dexterity check and not a strength because you've got your mouth open. So it's going to be a matter of you pulling away in time. So we'll call that dex.
Thought he dropped the ring.
And he tried to hand it to me.
Dex.
Now he's getting fish hooked by a couple of lizard folk as a wolf.
So, I use my original. Plus, Wolf has +2 to dexterity.
Okay.
Or do I just use my stats?
No, just use it. The wolf stats.
Okay. So I'm just gonna roll. Yeah.
Wolf's physical stats.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like his baseline.
No, because this is a physical contest. You're using his physical stats, so you would use his dex.
Okay. So that is 13.
So I just revealed the one lizard folk that beat you. The other one did not. So they reach into your mouth, and one of them gets the ring out. We're going to say that's the top one, because that's how I rolled it, top to bottom. And then next, our little shaman friend is going to step forward. Sorry? Okay, and he's going to get up to there. What is he going to do? He is going to... he's going to conjure up a bunch of plants in this area, and he's going to make, he's going to use plant growth, and he's going to overgrow this entire, I'm just going to say it's this entire area, including inside the water. He's going to overgrow it with basically plants and shit like that. However, he's going to leave one path open for his two little lizard folk. This is actually a 4-to-1 movement rough terrain.
Oh.
So unless you travel through the path that those lizard folk were opened up for, then you are going to have a hard time moving. Okay, so that's that. Our little bullywug friend here, he's just going to do his classic thing. He's going to try to step forward to here, and he's going to use his little attack, bing bong, on the lizard folk. On a 12, he will miss. And next up is Peaches. They're clearly looking to try to run away with Wyatt.
Can do this. Sorry.
And here, I'll carve out where the path is. I'll draw it for you.
Whereabouts, and I'm gonna have to switch back before you actually point. Whereabouts is the center point of that rough terrain?
I'm gonna say it's like the center of the room, but it's such a large spell that it doesn't really matter. He basically just filled the whole room. But let's call it right here.
Where is the one that cast at? Is that the one that's in the hall?
He's in the hallway, yeah. Just drawing path. It's in gray, unfortunately, but that's the path.
I'm also trying to decide if I should risk it, but I feel like there's going to be way more coming after this, so I feel like I should save some of my spell. Okay.
Sure, what are you doing?
All right. The one that has the ring. Did I manage to see which one it was that picked it up?
It's the top one, the one that you swung at.
Sorry, repeat.
The top one, the one that you swung at.
Okay. I am going to cast Witch Bolt at that.
Okay. Let her rip. Or is it a save?
It's a save.
Wisdom save? It's a 5. You hit. You can roll damage. So I don't know. I don't have the cameras up, so I don't know when you're trying to talk.
I know. Sorry, I can't talk while I have Foundry open, and I'm trying to read my shit.
Yeah. So I did a wisdom save. It was a 5.
I
so
think it's an attack.
Okay.
It's an attack. It's an attack, and then I can re-up the damage every.
Right. So go ahead and roll the attack. So a 10 does not hit.
Okay. I'm going to both. Sorry. How bad does Milo look?
Milo surprisingly is chilling.
I can't do damage to Milo.
Is there anybody that looks like low or beat up, other than Aukus?
I'm cleaner than when I came out of my mother's.
I'm
Okay.
I'm looking not half bad.
Well, you look great because you're a wolf who hasn't been hit yet.
Yeah, I look pristine.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. But yeah.
Okay. I'm going to end my turn. I can't really think of anything else that I can do right now.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. All right, so next up, big boy. He's gonna stay pretty fucking simple. And Feyorn, I'm gonna have to describe some shit to you at a later date that I tried to tell you earlier. So Toad Boy gets a big old bite out of one of them. Doesn't do a whole ton of damage, but definitely getting some blood out. Next up is going to be Milo.
I did listen back to what you said to me.
Okay, very good. Milo?
Nice. Okay. I will. This one is dead, correct? This one top me.
Yes. Sorry, I'm trying to remove the corpses as they die.
Okay. Best I can. So what would that be? 4 to 1 is like if I have 30 feet, I can move like less than 10 feet essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. So how would you rule this then? Because I want to attack the one that took the ring.
Yeah,
But
so
I
you
can't-
can get into Feyorn's spot.
But I can't end there, and I won't have the movement to move out.
I'll say you have just barely enough to move out. You can just
Okay.
step in and step out.
Okay, because 30 divided by 4 would be like 7
Yeah.
and some change. And
It's okay. We'll round it up.
okay, so I'm just gonna step up and swing after as he's trying to get away. Swing after the one that grabbed the ring.
Okay.
That grabbed Wyatt. This is not flanking, right? Because it's not like top or.
It's not cornered. Well, actually, no. Sorry, a piece of the frog is in the right spot. You get advantage.
Okay, cool. So I probably won't need it. It's 17 and 11. So 21 to hit.
Sure. Yeah.
Donde está a la D8? With my warhammer, that's gonna be 7 bludgeoning damage.
7. Okay.
And then as I swing at him, I will just obviously disengage out of Feyorn's spot. Not actually disengage because I can't. So
Okay.
I'll take whatever opportunity attacks come my way. Yeah, 7 bludgeoning, and then I get out of his occupied space and end my turn.
Okay. 7. All right. Good hit. Smashes them up. Next up is going to be our bullywugs. They're just going to join the fucking party. Bing. Long. And that's as many as I can get in there. I'll see these guys jump up anyway.
Holy shit, they have a lot of movement speed.
That's true. They are 4 to 1.
Oh yeah, fuck. You're right. So sorry. I'm forgetting my own shit.
I was gonna say, like, these guys are fucking.
Aren't they in
sick as
water?
hell.
Yeah, but the plants are in the
Go
water.
over to them.
Fuck. Okay, so they make it to about here. Okay. Well, that makes this roll easy. And it's a nat one. Okay.
Wait, he doesn't get advantage?
Yes, he does. That's still under. But there's another one that gets advantage too, on the bottom one at least, and it's a 4 and a 2. Jesus fucking Christ.
Right.
Okay, Aukis
Right.
doesn't have to move anywhere. He can hit. Oh, see you later, dice. That's obviously gonna hit. And how much damage is he gonna do? Not bad. So he chunks the bottom one for 7 damage. Okay, Grix.
How is the top Lizardfolk looking?
I mean, he's been hit a couple of times, but he's surprisingly.
I'm going to try to jump on him with my dagger, and I'm gonna try to like stab my dagger into him, like jumping off of, like the frog onto him.
Nice.
Okay.
So how do you want me to play that one out?
So sorry, you want to like,
Lunge off the frog onto the Lizardfolk that has the ring.
and you want to like
Just
stay on
with
him.
my dagger, I want to like use a dagger to kind of stab into him, and then hold onto the dagger.
Okay, so if-
not a grapple, but you know what I mean.
If you want that additional kind of advantage of like being on him, you got to make 2 rolls. So you're gonna do
Yep.
1 to hit and 1 for, we'll call it athletics, to get onto him.
Okay.
So give me athletics check to, well, just let's roll the hit first.
Oh, okay, here we go, baby. Here we go.
Need this.
Hold on. Before you answer that question, I'm checking a trait. I'm checking my Tides of Chaos because I need I
hit.
don't know if I can
Yeah.
use it before or after I know if it hit.
Okay.
I don't remember. Let's keep it.
You're okay. You hit.
Okay. So now acrobatics.
Now athletics.
Athletics.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm definitely going to be using my Tides of Chaos here. I don't even need to roll first before I do it, but I'm going to use it.
Okay.
Athletics.
Natural 20.
Nope.
Oh my fucking gosh. Okay, do it again. 13. Okay, so I'm gonna let you know, just so you. Actually, sorry, no, you do hit. So you hit and you stick on. So you're fucking dangling from this. So you get it in your shoulder and you're dangling. How much damage are you doing with the dagger? 3 damage. All right, nice.
3 damage, baby.
Yeah, so you guys are slowly chopping away at this thing. Okay. Well, I guess that would be it there for you. So you
I'm not gonna use a bonus. Yeah, that's my bonus action. All that shit. I'll just say it is. So
All right.
that is it.
So we got a scale shield in the back here and another one on the bottom. So hold on, where was he at? Right there. All right. So he's going to walk up. He's going to take the fucking ring from his homeboy here. And he's going to turn around and he's going to whip it down the fucking hallway. See how far it goes.
Connect a reaction.
He crit on his throw. Go ahead, Peaches. What are you thinking?
I wanted to like try and intercept as a reaction.
You can absolutely do that. I'm going to say because he crit, you're going to need a crit.
Fuck. Okay, is it just what do I roll?
I'm going to say dexterity. Just straight up dexterity. If you get this, I'm going to be mind fucked. This is going to be cold as ice, bro.
Ooh.
Yeah. So he fucking just hucks this thing. You go to grab it, and it's just out of reach. Just a little bit too fast. So he whips Wyatt down the fucking hallway. And I'm going to say he bangs into the corner and he makes it... where's Wyatt's token? Fucking buried in frogs, isn't he?
No, is it bot?
Oh, there he is. Fucking. Okay, Wyatt. So you get hucked down the hallway to about
Wow.
here.
Not a single leaf knocked him out of the air, huh?
Not a what?
Not a single leaf from all the overgrown.
No, he walked down the hallway of open path.
Oh,
And he crit. He got dead ass accuracy. Okay. Wyatt's down the hallway. Wyatt, I'm gonna say at this. There's gonna be one other thing that comes into your head before you take your action here. While all this fucking chaos is happening, you're being tossed around. There's another phrase that comes to you.
You can just say it.
Okay.
eat more chicken, and it's the cows from fucking Chick-fil-A.
You can just say it.
You hear the words, well, maybe we'll get delivered. Or maybe we'll slaughter our way there. Which sounds best to you?
I don't know. I guess we'll see. I surely want to keep living.
I wonder which is best for that outcome as well. And Wyatt, I'm going to give you the last turn of the session here, buddy.
Wow.
I'm not doing anything. I'm staying in the ring.
You're staying in the ring?
Yeah.
Wow, that's how you're gonna end
Do
this.
you know where, do you perceive where you are?
I can only hear.
Okay, so you would have heard that, like, you would have heard the kind of like panting as you're in the mouth. You would have heard like up close and personal. And then you would have heard, you know, the scuffle. And then you would have very clearly heard the clanging of the ring on the wall and then the ground.
Yeah, I'm staying inside.
Staying inside. Very good. Okay. That's where we're going to call the session.
Wow.
To be honest with you, that's a much more interesting no action turn than we might think. Okay.